All right. Since we are live, 78 Sports TV here. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Y'all smash that like button and hit the subscribe. Turn on your notification bell so be notified when I drop a new video. And if you're digging the video, please share the video. We got some NBA talk today, man. It's the AM. We're going to cook on it. We been did this video a few days ago, but hustle and bustle of life. I got joined by the brothers, the homies. Insane. What's happening with the G?
What's going on with the loco? How you doing this morning?
Doing good, bro. Hey, you sound a little low, though, bro.
Okay, what about now? Am I better now?
I don't know why you sound low, though. As soon as we went live, you start sounding low. Yeah, let me check Abel's temperature real quick. Young Abel, you there, brother?
What's happening? Chilling, man.
Yeah, see, Abel, yeah, he got his voice coming through loud. I don't know what happened.
All right, what about now?
There you go, There you go, cuz.
All
right. Yep. All right, we're good now. All right. Let me see what we got in the chat so far, man. Y'all hit that like button, y'all. Share the video. We're finna talk some basketball talk, man, with two basketball heads. Let's see. I got the homie Miami Snoopy 305 in the building. What it do? You know I'm salty at y'all, Miami Snoopy. But we did peel y'all for all y'all little young hoes. You know what I'm saying? We peeled you for all your young hoes, and we gave you a old bitch. She bad though. She bad. She gonna make y'all some money. But we had to snatch up all them young ones from you. Gabe Moore, what it do? The homie Rod Neal, what's happening with it? HC Boxing is in the building. Tyler Brown, salute family. CJ Robinson up in here. AB in the building. Craig is up in the joint. Let me see here. Troll Slayer in this joint. Hey, yeah, we're gonna open up the panel later on, but I want the homies to have a chance to cook first, though. The homie Stephen L, the Mizak, what it do? All right, let's get right down to it. We ain't got no time to waste, man. Let's talk about first. Before we get to the Giannis stuff and everything else, young Abel, you live in Minnesota. I know you're not necessarily a Timberwolves fan, right? But what's up? How do you feel about Lamello teaming up with Ant-Man? Do you think Minnesota has enough firepower currently constructed to make noise, or do they need to keep adding pieces? What you think about that?
Well, let me say this though right now. The flip side to it is that it's actually a good move on Minnesota's part, because for the last couple of seasons in the playoffs, that the point guard issue has been the biggest concern, especially the times when the Timberwolves have faced against the Oklahoma City Thunder and the San Antonio Spurs. The point guard position has been the biggest problem, because Mike Conley at this point, I love Mike Conley, what he's been able to do for us, but he's basically a guy right now who's about to enter 40 years old. And at this point, he's on the downside of his career. But he can still be a good veteran presence, but at the same time, he's old now. So by adding LaMelo Ball to the mix, you actually have a younger, fresher point guard who can basically push the ball up the court, get guys involved in the game. And he's a very good passer too. Now, the other problem here is that he's not a good defender at times, but because of Minnesota's scheme, that I think they'll be able to hide their weaknesses very, very well. And more importantly, he can play off ball too. So basically, and LaMelo Ball can trade responsibilities of handling the basketball. The concern I have with the Minnesota Timberwolves is you basically gave away some draft picks, in the process of doing so. But if you're Minnesota, you're looking to try to build for now, so you're not worried about the future. So I think that for what Charlotte was able to get, with Naz Reid in the mix, I think that the Charlotte Hornets got themselves a good value too as well. You also got a stretch four on the team right now. If you're Charlotte, that basically can space the floor too. And it also sends a message that now Con Knipple and the other young dude is basically going to be the faces of your franchises now. And you basically said to yourself, listen, we have two young studs right now. What's the point of having LaMelo Ball on the team at this point? So I do think that the trade works for both sides. But I do think that the concern I have for Minnesota is the front line, because obviously you had to trade away Julius Randle to sign Ayo Dosunmu, which was a major need, because Ayo Dosunmu is a type of guard that is very explosive, and he showed you in this year's playoffs how explosive he can be. So you basically secured him, which is a big thing. But now that leaves you with Rudy Gobert, who's basically in his mid-30s right now. Now, he did have an outstanding postseason run, but you don't know how much he's going to give you at this point. So I do think Tim Connolly, the general manager of the Timberwolves, is going to try to figure out a way to try to get some help on the front line. But the only concern I have is that now it puts them at the second tax apron, which means that it will limit some of the movement that the Timberwolves could make in the long-term future in terms of filling out some of the necessary weaknesses on the team. But I do think right now, for the foreseeable future, I think this trade could really work for the Minnesota Timberwolves in terms of getting some more explosiveness in the backcourt. So I think that both teams won in this trade here. I do think that the Timberwolves have got something working well with LaMelo Ball, but we're going to see when the season starts how that's going to mesh. That's all I got to say.
All right, good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, the homie Insane, how you feel about the Timberwolves acquiring LaMelo and how that impact?
That was actually a great pickup right there, because now him and Edwards and all them young dudes that they got, like my boy Abel just said, that young dude. So I don't want to pronounce it. I can't pronounce his name, but that young dude was balling.
You
Like
mean
he
Ayo
was
Dosunmu?
Io. I'm gonna call him Io. They
Okay.
was hoping, bro. Like that's a running gun team, especially with Anthony Edwards. Now he can show what he can really do now with some real thoroughbreds. Because remember, Mike Conley, he pushed the ball a certain type of way up the floor. LaMelo is gonna push a fast-paced tempo where you gotta put two on him, you gotta put two on Ant, you gotta put two on ISO, whatever his name is. And you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have a problem because you can't have that many defenders on the floor. Nobody can go one-on-one with Ant-Man. They're gonna have a problem. You're not gonna go one-on-one with LaMelo with the length that he has as a point guard position with 6'6", 6'7" point guard. And they about to bring the N1 mixtapes to the Minnesota Timberwolves. This is gonna be a fun team. It kind of reminds me of the Steve Nash Phoenix Suns with that running gun offense. It's just with LaMelo. Now, the only problem I have is I just hope LaMelo can stay healthy. I hope he can stay healthy, because if he can stay healthy and give the Minnesota Timberwolves at least 70 games, somebody in trouble. Somebody in trouble. The NBA is in trouble. And then with getting rid of Julius Randle, I think that was one of the best things that the Minnesota Timberwolves could do. For one, he was stuttering the offense. He just didn't fit. He didn't fit because of what type of power forward that he is. So getting rid of him, saving some money was good. You know what I'm saying? I kind of wish that they would have kept Cat, because with Melo being in the position now, and if Cat was there, Carl Anthony Towns was there, oh, it would have worked perfect. But as far as Rudy Gobert goes, with the defensive presence, what we do forget is Rudy Gobert is 7'2", and all LaMelo has to do is break down your defense and throw it in the air, and that's an easy lob. That's an easy two for Rudy Gobert. So I heard Abel say that they're gonna be defensively, they're gonna have some defensive problems. Once you run a team up and down, like LaMelo and them do, one thing with Titans up first is your legs. You get what I'm saying? And then what you seem to do is when you come down with your offense, you want to go point for point with a team that's running gun. That's okay. We'll miss one, but we'll get it back and come back down. You get what I'm saying? So you start playing in terms of what they're doing, and you get out of your game plan. If you go back to the 05-06 season, even the 04 season when Steve Nash got to the Phoenix Suns, he was changing the opposite team's offenses. You had to keep up with them. You had to do what they would do, or you was gonna get ran out the gym. Which I believe is gonna be the same thing when it comes to LaMelo Ball being in Minnesota. So that was a great pickup, great way to share salary, getting rid of Julius Randle and picking up a young, more explosive player like LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Okay, I think LaMelo should help Ant-Man in a sense. I know they're not done. This is still early. Free agency don't even start for a couple of days, so I think they're gonna start adding pieces. But they got rid of Julius Randle, cleared up some space, some cap space, and all of that. The Naj Reid stuff might come back to get them unless they pick up something crazy. I think it's gonna help him because Ant-Man getting tired of, as soon as he get the ball, he got 2-3 niggas on him. So now you can't really do that if LaMelo on the court too. So now LaMelo gonna command attention, Ant-Man gonna command attention, and then I want to see what other pieces there. Minnesota might be a problem next year, man. I don't know what they're gonna. I gotta see the final product, but I think Minnesota might be a problem, man. Next year if they add the right pieces in. But I don't really trust Minnesota's management. These are the same people that Carl Anthony Towns go. You know what I'm saying? Dante DiVincenzo is hurt. he gonna be back until the year after next, I think, or sometimes maybe later this year, because he had that torn Achilles, which is running rampant in the NBA now for some weird reason. But we're gonna see. I'm hoping they do well. I like Ant-Man. You know what I'm saying? He ain't one of my favorite players, but I do like him. I think he want to win and all that good stuff. But let's talk about my Milwaukee Bucks.
Real fast. Can I add on just one more
Oh yeah,
thing?
absolutely. Go ahead, bro.
It's the fact that Nas Reed. I don't know how I let Nas Reed slip my mind. Nas Reed 6'9", 6'9", 6'10", center slash power forward. Now Nas Reed was kind of iffy, right? Especially on the defensive end. Now Nas Reed would tear up the Los Angeles Lakers. He put belt ass when it comes to the Lakers, but certain matchups in the playoffs he just wasn't performing. And just like you said, when Ant-Man gets the ball, it's already three dudes on him, which shows that the NBA's defense don't care anything about Nas Reed. Like we always say when we hoop it, man, he open for a reason. No, honestly,
Hey,
I didn't
that's
see.
so you saying that's how he was scoring because there was so much opportunity to score.
Yeah, pretty much. Like if you go back to those Laker games or whatever, he's open. Like go when they played the Denver Nuggets and things like that. You will see he's open. And then Daniels and all them had great defense and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with them, but with Nas Reed, you're open for a reason. And I didn't see this dude make some good shots. I didn't see him miss some good shots. I didn't see him miss wide open shots. I didn't see him do things like that. So them getting rid of Nas Reed, you remember he signed a big contract too. So them shedding salary with him too, I think that was good for them. Let's go younger. Let's get this street ball era going where it's a running gun offense, like I said, and let's see where the NBA goes.
No doubt.
Well, here's my concern about that. The concern I have with not having Naz Reid there is that you lose your stretch four that kind of like spaces the floor and allows Grantman to basically create. But if they can basically find another stretch, another forward that can go along with the play style that Minnesota is going to try to attend, I think they should be able to do fine in the short term. But I will say this: if Naz Reid was playing for the Lakers right now, I think that he would fit them very perfectly because one, he can shoot. Two, he can basically set better screens than DeAndre Ayton, and he can basically roll a lob to the basket. You put him in there with Luka Doncic, that could be a very good combination to work.
But Abel, you would play if you was with the Lakers, you would play Nas Reed over DeAndre Ayton at the center position when y'all got Rudy at the like how would you do that?
If he was playing with the Lakers right now, he would basically play the 4, and then Jordan Hayes would play the 5.
Man, Abel, you don't know
I mean,
what you're talking about.
Jackson
Hayes. You don't know what you're
I'm sorry.
talking about because LeBron. Hold on,
That's what I'm
because
saying, Jackson.
because LeBron is better than Nas Reed, so Nas Reed will have to come off the bench.
Right.
LeBron James is better, and LeBron James plays the 4. Now we're talking about putting him at the center position, which is his natural position. He's an undersized center. Yes, he can stretch the floor, but his defense ain't like that, especially when you're going against the taller centers as a DeAndre Ayton, as a Jokic, or in certain situations like that. Like I said, you're open for a reason. You're open for a reason. So he would never start on the Los Angeles Lakers. And like I said, he's not pretty much a lob threat. His feet are pretty much cement. Yes, he has a jumper, but that only gets you so far in the NBA because if we paid attention, Julius Randle got a Jimmy. He got a jump shot. You feel what I'm saying? But when you just don't mesh with the new NBA with these young athletic dudes, like you got dudes like John Collins. John Collins plays for the Los Angeles Clippers. That dude's a power forward, but he's a very thin, bouncy frame. He's a very bouncy power forward. So that's what you're looking at. Yes, Nas Reed can come in and give you some quality minutes at the center position, but you can't keep him in there. Nor can you keep him in there as a forward because the fours are going to run around him, especially when you got guys like Michael Porter Jr. at the 4. You know what I'm saying? Which is a 3, but he goes and slides over to the 4, especially when you have Aaron Gordon over there in the 4 and the other 4s in the game. So, like I said, he's a good pickup for a team to come off the bench like he was in Minnesota. And when I seen guys, salute to my brother Price too, when I see guys in there saying that, oh, he'll start on his own team, what team would you start Nas Reed on and who the fuck would you start him over? That makes no sense.
Respond, Abel.
That's all right. All I had to say is that LeBron is not coming back to the Lakers. So that's how I'm kind of looking at it.
That's a good transition.
We'll say that for later.
No, that's actually a good transition. What do y'all? What do y'all
Address
think
what I
about
said, Abel. Stop running from the facts that I said and address what I said. I spit a
Well,
whole
then
soliloquy.
Senor was about to transition into the subject, and then I was going to
No,
respond.
no, what you're doing, you're running. You're running because
I'm
my
not
basketball
running from
knowledge
you,
is deeper
bro.
Okay,
than the
let,
other.
let,
I
me- let me
know. I'm not
let's do it this
running,
way.
then.
Let's do it this way. I'm gonna ask the question and we'll see if we get back to it. Because I was gonna go to Giannis, but now I want to stay with the Lakers for a second. LeBron James, one of the greatest players of all time, clearly, uh, is a free agent now, and there's a debate because some people saying LeBron wants the $50 million and blah blah blah, but he is LeBron old school. Now, how old LeBron? Like 40?
41 right now. He'll be 42 at the end of the year.
All right, LeBron 41 right now. Be 42 by the end of the year. Now, a lot of people that I've seen, Laker fans, on these podcasts, I've been watching them, bro. A lot of real deal Laker fans. Now, I'm not talking about LeBron fans. I'm talking about Laker fans. A lot of them saying, bro, if LeBron, we drafted his son. Man, he got to help the team out, man. Take 15 million and come play with us one last year. Ooh, and I kind of agree with that, but I don't know why LeBron will be wanting $50 million or anything close to that to hurt the Lakers. If you want to win, if you want an actual shot at winning, you gotta leave some room for the Lakers to get other pieces to help y'all win, bro. Like LeBron is filthy dumb rich. Okay, so this is the equivalent. Him taking 15 million for this last year is the equivalent of your cousin that you rock with heavy, your sibling that you rock with heavy, homegirl you rock with heavy. Say, hey, can you help me move? I ain't got nothing but $100 to pay you. I ain't got nobody to help me. And then you go over there out of love, like, you know what? I'm gonna go help you. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, you be like, man, go and keep that $100. You know, so don't worry about it. It's love, fam. This is what LeBron needs to do for the Lakers for drafting nappy head Bronny. Bronny trash, bro. They drafted this nigga out of love for LeBron, and this nigga out here trying to tax him 50 million. Come on, G, you can't do that. No, I'm sorry. That's just my opinion, but I'm not a Lakers fan. How you feel, Insane?
Okay, so now the thing is this. Okay, now we're talking about value, right? We have to put a value on ourselves. So if you devalue me, I always value myself higher than what I actually am. This is actually human mentality, correct?
Yeah,
Now,
for sure.
if you look at the power forwards in the NBA right now that are free agents, you don't have a good pool to choose from. There's really nobody in free agency that you can actually sign and pick from. So LeBron James is at the tip of the top because he's still LeBron James. He can still play at a high level. He showed you this last year. You know what I'm saying? He showed you this last year outside of the beginning of the season with playing with sciatica and things like that. You can't name me three better power forwards. That's a free agent right now or that you can trade for that's gonna be better than LeBron James. So
Mm-hmm.
he's definitely worth his value. Now the thing is, me being a Laker fan, I don't want you to take that money. Now he can go to Golden State and take 15 millions to play with Steph Curry, but then that makes them an old team. Draymond Green is old, Jimmy Butler's old, that whole team is old. This is not 30-year-old, 28-year-old Steph and 30-something-year-old LeBron James. This is a 41-year-old man that's still playing at a high level no matter what's going on or whatever he's injecting or whatever, how the people hate on the man, right? So the thing is this. Though I want LeBron to take low, this is also a business as well. And just because you drafted my son and things of this nature, I came to the Lakers. I didn't have to come to the Lakers. I could have went anywhere in the NBA. I decided to come with you. So you got me back on the back end by drafting my son. Thank you. And though we believe that Bronny James is not ready for the NBA level, Bronny James is a million times better than me. He's a million times better than Abel. He's a UFC product. You know what I'm saying? He's a million times better than us. Another thing is this. I would love for LeBron to stay, but like I said, this was a business. So we have to say, hey, Bron, every dollar that we give to you, we can't give to a free agent. We want to re-sign Marcus Smart. We want to re-sign DeAndre Ayton. We want to bring in a Walker Kessler and things of that nature. But if you take this high cap ceiling, if you take our salary away from us, we're handcuffed and tied. So now you have to make a decision. Do you want to win a ring? Do you want to build a dynasty around you? Do you want your last year? Because this is pretty much your last year. You know what I'm saying? Do you want your last year to be a good year? Or do we let you go? Do we build for Luka Doncic and we bring in the guys that he's going to bring in? Because one way or another, you're done. You're done after this season. You already settled in Los Angeles. This is your 9th year. You might as well stay here. And then I see a lot of people say he should go to Cleveland. He should go to Cleveland.
Hell
Why?
no.
He doesn't have to go to Cleveland. At the end of his career, he can sign a one-day contract like Scottie Pippen did with the Chicago Bulls. Like I say, even though LeBron James is old, he's still playing at a high level. He's worth what he's worth, what he believes is what he's worth. You might think the bitch is worth $40. She may say, no, I'm worth $200. You meet somewhere in the middle.
Well,
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
about,
Because this is
for sure.
business. This is
Yeah,
business. I landed there.
yeah, absolutely. It's about what you're willing to pay. I think that I agree with you that LeBron is worth, to me, he's worth $50 million. He's LeBron James, but the Lakers can't pay him that. So if the Lakers can't pay LeBron, he's smart enough to know the Lakers can't pay him that from their budget. However, LeBron being in LA is crazy superstar status type vibes. He can get the money from the back end on doing different things in this being in LA. LeBron, from what I've been told, don't want to leave LA because of his life is there now. His son is there now. So he wants to retire a Laker. He just wants the Laker to respect him. But I think LeBron has to be reasonable because, bro, if you want a shot at trying to win a title, you gotta you gotta free up enough money. You see what Jalen Brunson did with the Knicks? Did you see what this nigga did? This nigga I think Jalen Brunson took like a hellified less money and let the Knicks get the players they need to do to win a championship. Bron, come on, G. You were to the point now, you done did everything you supposed to do. You got 4 championships, 2 different teams, 3 different teams, didn't it? 3 different damn teams. This nigga got 4 championships, 3 different teams. You done did your thing. You ain't got nothing else to prove, bro. You never gonna be considered better than Jordan. The people who rock with Jordan ain't never. No. Seriously. The people who rock with Jordan is never gonna consider you better than him. No matter, you can win 10 more. They just not gonna do it anyway. So you chasing a ghost. You chasing something that is unattainable. You might as well, if you really want to win another championship, play this last year for that 15 mil. Show the world, hey, LeBron humble. LeBron actually is trying to win. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you just want your money, then you got to go somewhere else just to get the money. Now, this is going to tell the truth. If LeBron goes somewhere else and get $50 million to some scrub-ass team, it's going to tell the truth. It's going to tell what it is. Does he really want to win another championship? I don't believe so. I think LeBron buy his money, to me. What you think, Abel?
Here's the thing, though, bro. Like, some things I agree with. I do think that LeBron should take less money. But here's the thing. The Lakers right now are in a position at this point that they're preparing for the future. So if you're thinking about preparing for the future, why you even put LeBron James in the conversation? That's the issue. You made the trade for Luka Doncic for one specific reason, to have him as the face of your franchise. So if you put LeBron James back into the fold again, then you're basically trying to push for another win now type of situation instead of preparing for the future. Because if I'm looking at the roster at this point right now, listen, DeAndre Ayton, get this bum off the league, bro. This bum is so trash you wouldn't believe it, bro. I cannot stand DeAndre Ayton. He's lazy and he don't do nothing of value on the basketball court. And you are a top egg. Get out of my sight, bro. Like,
Bro,
the other thing,
Abel, you're lying for one. For 2, bro.
Bro, he was trash the whole season.
Abel. DeAndre Ayton is the 4th option on a team. He is a center. He's only averaging 8 to 10 shot attempts a game. When you say somebody is trash, somebody is trash.
Hold on, but let me finish,
DeAndre
bro.
Ayton
Let me
is far
finish.
from trash. Okay, my bad. Go ahead. I apologize. My fault.
No, you good. But listen, I watched this dude literally
In the
not
words of
sit
Roger
there.
Mayweather, you don't know shit about no basketball.
Man, be quiet over there. Hey, listen, I know more basketball in my pinky finger than you do in your entire brain. Now, let me talk. Thank you very much. Listen, the bottom line here is, man, is that DeAndre Ayton it should not even be on this team. Like, they need much more athleticism. Listen, if you put Daniel Gafford of the Dallas Mavericks right now on the team right now, it would be a much better upgrade than DeAndre Ayton. Dead serious. Because he's played with Luka. And more importantly, he could basically set better screens and roll to the basket much better. That's an important thing. Now, let me get back to LeBron for a moment. Now, listen, I do understand what people are saying. I do think that LeBron If he wants to be reasonable, if you want to stay in Los Angeles, then he can take the veterans minimum of $15 million to stay with the Lakers. But the issue here is, again, you're trying to build for the future, and having LeBron there for your plans, it's going to possibly impede the progress that you're trying to make. Now, if he wants to take max money, then I think that he may have to go elsewhere. If he wants to play with more money, he can play with the Golden State Warriors. But it's basically, as you mentioned earlier, Insane, they're an old team at this point. I mean, what sense does it make? The other fact I think we have to consider here is also the finances, because remember, Austin Reeves also signed that max deal as well. So if LeBron is looking to try to get max money, I just don't think it's going to be from the Lakers. It's going to have to be from somewhere else. Now, if he wants to be reasonable, then sure, take the $15 million, maybe take a veterans minimum and stay in Los Angeles. But it's going to create another situation of another win now type of situation, instead of figuring out what other pieces on the table that they can bring in. Go ahead, Seven.
Yeah, I was gonna say this real quick before I let the homie cook. If I find out if LeBron James take a veterans minimum to play with the Lakers, my respect level for this nigga, you ain't gonna hear me talk crazy about nigga no more. Because that means he really do want to win. That means to me, I'm not saying he have to do that to prove he want to win. I'm saying if he were to do something like that, would tell me this dude is turning down all this money because he want to be in LA for one. Second, he think he want to give LA a chance to sign people in free agency to win. That'd be super duper dope if he did it. I don't see LeBron doing it because I don't think LeBron want to win no more. I think LeBron is done winning championships. I think LeBron wants just to add to his legacy, add to his bank account, in my opinion.
Hey, one quick thing from Bert that's out there talking greasy in the chat. Bro, you've been joking me for over the last 10 years. Sit down somewhere with your old weak behind, bro. You don't know nothing about that, bro.
Hey, let me read the super chat so I don't forget. Shout out to the homie Marty in the building. Marty McFly, he said LDBC basketball, Knicks got 12 months to glow. Yeah, y'all good. Y'all did your thing, man. I ain't mad at the Knicks. I'm happy for y'all, man. Ty French 600 in the super chat with that 5-piece. Appreciate the love. So as a Hornets fan, I would gladly trade our problems for any of your favorite team's problems. As a Hornets fan, I will go out and say we are cooked. Dang, man. You think y'all cooked, man? Y'all got a nice little rookie, though. The dude, what's the boy name? The rookie white boy?
Continental from Duke. Yeah, bro, he was one of the best shooters in the draft. They got a really good player out there, bro. Like, listen, the Charlotte Hornets right now, they're in a good position right now.
What's his name again? Knipple?
Knipple, yes.
Okay, because Cap got right here, because he one of the guys who like to get his nipples played with too. So I figured it was Knipple and Cap guy. Okay, I get it now. Shout out to my guy.
Yeah.
Shout out to my guy.
No, you good, bro.
No, I'm messing with you.
You're good, man. That's why we here to help you out. But yeah, the Charlotte Hornets right now, bro, they got a really good young team, bro. And because of the Lamello ball trade, if one of those draft picks becomes within the top 10 or top 5, they can still add more young pieces to the core and for the foreseeable future. They got something good building over there in Charlotte.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Brown Sugar Tay. So proud of you, lovely, looking gorgeous as you want to be. Jay Bean in the building with the 2-piece. Thank you, good brother. He says the players ass not letting LeBron take minimum. Okay.
Hey, but I gotta ask him a question. I ask Insane a question. Hey, Insane, if there's one free agent from the Lakers you want to bring back, would it be Rui Hachimura? Because I think he should be back for the way he played this season and in the playoffs.
If there's one free agent I can actually bring back as far as who's a free agent right now, because as of the 29th, we still have Marcus Smart and DeAndre Ayton, I would actually bring back Rui Hachimura. But the only thing with Rui Hachimura, which he's a great player, you know what I'm saying, that mid-range, he has a midi out of this world. And if y'all know anything about basketball, the midi will take you around the world. He has a great jump shot, great length. He just needs to get better on the defense. That's all he needs. That's all he needs to become a all-around player, is get better on the defense. So I will bring back Rui Hachimura if I had the opportunity to do so.
Yes, indeed. Okay. Shout out to the brother. Freedom's March in the super chat, that 10 piece. Thank you, good brother. He says, "Yo, not a basketball fan. Since the putty cat floppy toppy era was ushered in by Tom Brady or Tom Brady of basketball, but I'm here listening." He says, I'm here listening to y'all cook anyway. Salute to you, brother. I was confused with the Tom Brady. I'm like, what are you talking about?
He's mentioning LeBron James, bro. That's what he's referring to. I knew exactly what he meant.
Hey, for everybody out there, me and 8 and a couple other, I believe Abel and a couple other brothers, we do have an NFL channel coming soon. Please be able to look out for that. We're gonna be talking real sports, real NFL, real NBA. We doing it.
Hey, we finna get with it. We finna get with that NFL talk, because I wanna, I'm saying, I wanna be cooking on the Packer games on Sundays and whatnot too, man. So I'm gonna be on it, bro. So we gonna definitely be talking. We gonna talk heavy. I was just talking to my cousin the other day, because they always host Packer parties and shit. So, and I don't be going to most of them, but they be like, "Man, cuz, why you gonna be coming?" I'm gonna come this year for sure, man, because I gotta start following the NFL more. Than, what I mean, I used to be a heavy NFL guy back when my boy Brett Favre would play. You know what I'm saying? But them nappy head folks in Mississippi, y'all done ruined Brett Favre. Ain't that right, Mr. Sheldon? Y'all done ruined my boy Brett Favre, Mr. Sheldon. Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen, bro. That's on Brett Favre's fault. So that's all on him. But we're not gonna get into that.
Hey, we know I'm playing. You know I'm just talking crazy.
I know. Hey, but let's get to the Giannis thing. I want to get to the Giannis.
All right, let's get to it. Let's get to the Giannis thing, man. Let's talk about it. Shout out to Stormy B, man, Sensei in the building. All right, my boy.
I bet you want to get to the Giannis thing, because I was about to cook you, Flame World. I know why.
Whoa, bro, be quiet, bro. You wasn't not gonna cook me for nothing. Listen, man, we got a show going. We got people that want to come in here and discuss things. You understand? So we'll cook this later. I ain't running nothing.
If they was intelligent, they'll sit back and accept this free game that I'm giving them, because the game is to be sold, not to be told. So sit back and accept the game. But go ahead, though. 8, my fault.
Yeah. Let's get with it, man. I think, man, first and foremost, let me hold on. Let me see something. Let me play this little memory lane video on the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. Hopefully, I don't get in trouble for playing this. Hope not. But the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel actually did an article explaining a detailed timeline of all the events that led to Giannis leaving the city of Milwaukee. Now, I'm not going to plagiarize this man's article, but I will promote it, let y'all see it. But this was a very, very detailed burn files type of situation here. He couldn't say this while Giannis was here, because Giannis then Bucks would have took access away from him in the locker room. But the things that this man has broken down and talked about, stuff that we didn't even know. Some stuff we did know in Milwaukee, but the masses didn't know. And I would try to tell people, and they're like, nah. ESPN said this, Steven. I'm like, bro, how the hell you gonna tell me and I live out here, bro? Like, ESPN don't cover the Bucks like that, bro. They listening to gossip and mess. But anyway, long story short, Giannis, after winning an NBA championship in 2021, became arrogant, extremely arrogant. Okay, he became diva-like. He started feeling like he was entitled to things. He started flexing his power. Okay, and unfortunately, and I admit that I was wrong about this, because I defended Giannis and said that, nah, Giannis ain't that type of dude. Because he wasn't. That's not his character. But Giannis actually got Mike Budenholzer fired. And he got what's the black coach name that we hired?
Adrian Griffin.
He got Adrian Griffin hired and fired. All right. And then Giannis realized that Doc Rivers wasn't a good coach for the Bucks, he was afraid to say something about it, because he had already got the other two coaches fired. So then he got insecure, like, well, I don't want to say nothing because then it's going to make me look bad, blah, blah, blah. Now, this article breaking down all this stuff, man, it's just some diabolical stuff. So Giannis and the Bucks gave Giannis Antetokounmpo way too much power, Okay, and because we panicked, the Bucks organization gave Giannis. This is the best player we ever had, and the media is constantly on our ass every year. Oh man, Giannis gonna leave. Giannis just leave the Bucks. Woo woo, right? So John Horst, the general manager, is panicking. Every time Giannis have any type of hissy fit, he was simping out. You know what I'm saying? Your girl do a pouty face and you go out and get some flowers and candy and come back just because she made a pouty face. Instead of telling her, girl, sit your ass down and go make me a sandwich. Shut your ass up. He had the guts to do that. So he kept pandering to Giannis, which gave Giannis more power, more leverage, and Giannis acted a fool with it. And to the point where Giannis destroyed the team. I'm not blaming it all on him because John Horst is the general manager. You're supposed to know better. But ownership and Giannis messed up this team in the culture of Milwaukee, the culture of the Milwaukee Bucks. When we won that championship, we should have brought back PJ Tucker. We should have brought back the whole squad. The leadership that was on that team, we should have brought it back. But we had bad luck. We had a lot of injuries. Every year we hit injury. Giannis hurt every postseason. So it got to the point where it was just starting to get redundant and ridiculous. But Giannis, for the last year, has been serious about wanting out of Milwaukee. He thought he was going to try to pressure the Bucks to do something drastic, but what else can the Bucks do? So the Bucks gave up. Like, you know what, bro? We're not finna do this. All right, it's time to let you go. This relationship has come to an end. We love you, and we still come to a close, like all relationships do sometimes. So, all right, we're gonna take you to Miami. Now, I'm not mad at the Miami trade. At first, I was because the media wasn't putting out everything we ended up getting. The first proposal from Miami was ridiculous. It was like 2 or 3 players and some draft picks, but then we ended up getting we got their whole young core. And I'm with that. I'm cool. I would definitely trade a 31-year-old broad who I hadn't had since forever. I'll trade her in, and you're gonna trade it. You're gonna give me 5 young prospects. I'll take them. I'll do that. Unless the 34-year-old broad is loyal and she's still bringing in that bread. I'm sorry, I shouldn't even be talking about this on basketball, but you get what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? But Giannis showed that he had a wandering eye, right? He had a wandering eye. He want to leave, and I don't know. If you ain't sure you want to be here, then you got to go. What are we talking about? But anyway, we traded Giannis. We got back a haul, in my opinion, after looking at the details and stuff. And I didn't know who some of them players was, but as I'm looking at these players, I'm like, okay, I ain't mad at this at all. This might work out for both teams. It might work out for Miami. It's going to work out for the Bucks. We got draft capital. We got young players. We re-signed Kevin Porter Jr. So we got some options here. Now, I don't know if all these guys are going to make the roster, the final roster. We still got free agency. I think the Bucks, I've been hearing, the Bucks got 2 more trades they finna get rid of. They finna get rid of Miles Turner from what I hear. They finna get rid of Miles Turner. They're looking for somebody who's going to take him off their hands. So they're going to salary dump his ass. And they possibly might get rid of the boy Kyle Kuzma, but I'm not sure yet. So what say you, young Abel?
Well, let me just say this though right now. I was one of those people that specifically warned you this is going to happen. But now I'm not going to rub it in because basically it's not worth rubbing it in at this point. Because as I mentioned before, and I said this on the record. Honestly, if Giannis wanted to leave, he should have put his foot down and said on the record, that the relationship with the Bucks was not going to work out as I hoped it would. I think it's best to just request a trade. But as you mentioned, he played ring around the rosy with the trade rumors, and it just became a huge drama fest. Similar to how when Dwight Howard was playing around with his trade request way back after their 2009 Finals appearance. But the issue with the Bucks was that after they won their championship, they didn't bring many of their guys back. They basically tried to, figure out a way to try to cut salary and try to retain some of the main core pieces, but it just didn't work out because you also have to consider this. Chris Middleton was on the downside even after the championship year because he kept getting hurt. Also, the fact that Brooke Lopez was getting old too. Same with Bobby Portis. You know what I mean? So
Bobby wasn't getting old. Bobby just played like he old. He just slow.
Right. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the thing is, the Bucks right now deserve some blame too in this process because here's the deal: in the Drew Holiday trade, and it's also in the Damian Lillard trade, you basically capped out all of your draft capital to basically little to nothing. You don't control any of the draft picks until 2031. So in that sense, the Bucks were pretty much stuck not being able to pick out young players from the draft and have to settle the finding guys out of the free agency market. So basically, that was your other problem. The other problem here is that when you look at the Bucks situation right now, the coaching situation made no sense. Mike Budenholzer should never been fired. I agree with that. The Adrian Griffin situation was just ridiculous because, listen, bro, like I get that you wanted to assert some control, but also the fact there was some things about Adrian Griffin that kind of concerned me, especially how the way he was attacking his assistant coaches during the season. You know what I'm saying? When you have Terry Stotts that quit after a game, that tells me something. So I don't know what kind of relationship they had though, but realistically they should have kept it together. But then you decide to hire Doc Rivers, which I've said many times is the most overrated coach in NBA history. This man been getting jobs.
Come on, Abel.
No, I'm serious, bro. No. I go all the way back with Doc Rivers on this one, bro. Like I don't understand. This dude has been riding off the coattails of the 2008 championship more than any other coach I've ever seen. Like, come on, man. Like, seriously.
But Doc Rivers does have wins, though. Like, he has.
He does.
He's a good coach. He's a good coach.
But listen, no, bro. In the playoffs is where I judge you. And in the playoffs, historically, he has been a terrible coach in the postseason. Outside of the 2008 championship with the Boston Celtics, he's been a trash coach. I'm sorry. In the postseason, forget about it. Then all of a sudden now you basically decide, okay, we're going to sign Miles Turner. We're going to amnesty Damian Lillard's contract, which basically gave them some financial room because the Bucks got desperate. So literally it was inevitable. I just think that now the way that the Bucks got this trade, I think that you got some draft capital that should help you guys out in the long run. You got some young players, and even if it doesn't work, you can still basically use them as trade bait to try to get some value out of it. And also in the fact that now that Miles Turner is probably going to get traded as well, you're gonna have some teams that are going to probably need the services of a Miles Turner at this point that could probably help them out there too. So there's still going to be some things that the Bucks are going to try to do to try to blow this team up. But I do think that if they draft right and if they invest in the right resources, I think they should be all right. But it's going to take a long time to rebuild this because the way that it was just went down and let the bad taste in people's mouths in Milwaukee out.
Okay, Abel, before I go insane, how do you feel about what is this going to do for Miami?
Well, for Miami's sake, you got an excellent 1-2 punch in the front line. My concern with Miami and also Joseph Townsend, go sit down somewhere with your foolishness, though, bro. Like, nobody's listening to your crap right now. Now, go sit down somewhere and go take care of your old Kentucky bourbon, whatever that stuff is. All right? Chill out, bro. Anyway, back to the subject in hand. I think that the Miami Heat right now, you got Bam Adebayo, you got Giannis, you got Andrew Wiggins. If they resign him back, on the free agency market, my concern is that you're going to lose. What's it? Powell's name? Hey, insane. What's Powell's first name?
Norman Powell and Andrew Wiggins is actually under contract for a couple more years.
Thank you for correcting me. So you got some to work with. I just been concerned about the backcourt and the depth off the bench. But one thing's for certain, though, you have an excellent coach in Eric Spoelstra that's going to figure out a way to make this work. And if there's one coach in the NBA that's going to be able to figure this out, it's Eric Spoelstra. I mean, hell, he was able to get the Miami Heat to the NBA Finals as lower seeds. Like, the guy is an excellent coach. So I have no concern that they'll be able to figure this out. And I do think that the Miami Heat, if they can improve some areas in their depth, I think they could be a factor in the Eastern Conference. I don't know if it's going to be enough to push over against the Knicks and the Celtics right now. They're going to be the two heavyweights in the Eastern Conference. And we'll see what Detroit does in terms of addressing their offense. So, but we'll see. But I do like the move, though. I think it works well with the Heat.
Okay. Shout out to my brother Joe Townsend. Say, Abel, just because you say something for 4 or 5 years don't mean you was right. You just been hating for a long. That's what I've been trying to tell Abel. He been a hater.
Bro, Joseph
You just
Townsend.
talk. Abel just talked some hate into reality. That's all that happened. Let me
Bro,
get.
okay, Joseph Townsend. Joseph Townsend. Let me be honest with you, bro. Didn't I explain to you even then about your Golden State Warriors that if they don't draft for the future, that they're going to basically be a team that's going to collapse? I told you that specifically, but yet you didn't want to listen to me either. No. Sit down somewhere with your foolishness, though, bro, with your bald-headed ass.
Let me. I think Abel crazy. Let's go to the homie Insane Loco. What you think about the whole Giannis situation and what that did for the Bucks? What's it, and what's it gonna
Well,
do for the Miami Heat?
Well, my whole thing about the whole Giannis situation, sometimes you just outgrow certain situations. Though I think that he should have been more active in the front office. Yes, I do. But we have something called a salary cap, right? So the Milwaukee Bucks didn't feel like paying PJ Washington, and all those other guys. Milwaukee has extended their hands to Giannis Antetokounmpo by giving his brother, by bringing his brother in for him not to feel so lonely. For him not to feel so lonely in situations, right? So my thing is this: I have a certain way that I can fix the Milwaukee Bucks in 7-8. I'm gonna need your help on this right here. So
Uh
with those first round draft picks that you acquired in that trade, I believe the first thing that they should do is they should keep Miles Turner. If you don't keep Miles Turner, the Los Angeles Lakers will put together a trade package to acquire Miles Turner and his whole salary, which you will have to probably give the Lakers a second round draft pick or maybe two to just acquire all that salary to open up more salary space for Miles Turner, or we can actually give you Jared Vanderbilt in return, or however that is. So that's a one option. Or if you keep Miles Turner, the best thing that you can do is you can go have a sit down with the Washington Wizards and inquire about Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis, Miles Turner front court with everything with Tyler Hero and everything that they got from Miami would be nice. I mean, you would have a legit a starting lineup. I mean, you have a legit center power forward piece that can actually move around and shoot the ball and that's very defensively responsible. And you guys have salary because you got rid of Giannis Antetokounmpo, and who makes more money than Anthony Davis? Who makes more money than Anthony Davis? And you can replace it with more salary with the salary that you relieved from Bobby Portis' contract. I believe he was making what 17 to 15 million, if I'm
About
not
15.
mistaken. 7 8
Yeah. Yeah.
15. Okay, cool. So you can bring in Anthony Davis and him and Miles Turner and everybody else being paid so low salaries. You can actually acquire Anthony Davis, and he'll make up for the loss of Giannis Antetokounmpo, even though Giannis Antetokounmpo is a better option than Anthony Davis as of right now. But a healthy Anthony Davis is a number one, is a starter in the NBA. Am I right about that? 7 8.
What's that again, brother?
As healthy Anthony Davis is a starter in the NBA, which
Oh
would
yeah,
be a
yeah, yeah,
great
yeah, for
addition.
sure. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep. You're
Yeah,
him
correct.
and
for
him and
sure.
Miles Turner. And since you guys collected so many first round draft picks, I believe they collected three. Washington Wizards would only want probably two of them. Then you guys still have one extra and draft picks that you already have, so you just pretty much did a swap. And Anthony Davis would appreciate the Milwaukee Bucks, not like Giannis Antetokounmpo, and give them the same headache that he got. So that's the way that you guys can actually stay relevant, because him and Miles Turner, along with Tyler Hero, man, that would be a lights out. That would be a lights out kind of team, and everything else that they got. They got from the Bucks. As far as the young What you think about that 7 8 so far? What do you think
Hey,
about that?
I don't want Anthony Davis nowhere near my city of Milwaukee. That man is Mr. Glass. That's that dude right there. If somebody breath stink, he gonna die. You know what I'm saying this dude. I mean, the man can't. I mean, Anthony Davis looks like a monster. He got the skill set. Everything's great, but as soon as any type of physical action, anything going on, this dude he fold up. I don't want him nowhere near the city, and he make too much money. I would rather stick with the young dude from Miami, Ware, and that his name Ware.
Hmm.
Uh, if we just picked up from Miami, good dude, cold, and he young, and he a stretch five. He gonna be cold. He gonna be solid. I like dude. He gonna be straight. We just gotta keep developing him and see what you know. What I'm saying. Hopefully he want to stay in Milwaukee. Hopefully he develop into something nice. And then we got two young rookies we got at number 10 and number 13. We should be good going forward. We got a lot. It's a lot. And then plus we got free agency. We got room in the cap. We underneath the apron because we got rid of Giannis and Bobby Porter, so we underneath. So we got
Right.
Miami to take on that big salary, and now we got room to play with to build for the future. I don't expect us to be a playoff team next year. I hope we are, but I'm not expecting that. I'm looking for us to be good in contenders in like 3 years. That's what I'm looking forward to. 2 to 3 years, we contenders because this is a rebuild. You know, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? We had Giannis. We did our thing for a little
Oh,
while. The Bucks made their mistakes, but I mean, I don't know about so far what you said about Anthony Davis. He's a great player when he's healthy, like you said. But I don't trust him. I don't want him nowhere near Milwaukee because he's gonna be another Kawhi Leonard type dude.
okay, I can
Hey, I will
understand that.
say that.
And for the guy, hold on, I
Yeah.
wasn't done yet. So for the guys in the chat,
Yep.
they have to understand is this. Anthony Davis, it was just something to put out there for they won't suck this year. Anthony Davis is actually a great player when healthy. So if the Milwaukee Bucks don't want to find themselves at the end, at the bottom of the Eastern Conference, you pick up a guy like that because you have the salary to spend. You're gonna have the salary to spend, regardless of you guys are gonna get taxed. That's what happens when you don't spend the salary. You can't have 50 million on the books and just not spend it.
Correct.
That's what you get taxed at. So when I go to what Milwaukee got back in that trade, I'm sorry, Miami did not make it to the playoffs nor either to play in. You get what I'm saying? And with a lot of those guys being injured, a lot of those guys that the Milwaukee Bucks got, they only got those numbers because of their starters were injured. You get what I'm saying? Even though it was some nice pickups, but like I always say, you open in the NBA for a reason. They traded Giannis, they traded Giannis for, in my estimation. Yes, they looked it good. They looked it good, but we have to keep going. So, hopefully they don't have the second year, third year stretch where they drop off. You get what I'm saying? Because that's genuinely what happens when you get these second year, third year players in the NBA. Now, on the flip side of that, what did Miami get? Miami got worse. And I'm gonna tell you guys why. Though you do have Bam Adebayo is an undersized center. That meant that you have an undersized center. Bam Adebayo is just not that good to me. He can shoot the Jimmy. Don't get me wrong. He can shoot the midi. He can shoot the long ball. But he gets dominated in that post when he goes against bigger centers. If you pay attention, you're not gonna just have him out there facing the Jokic or DeAndre Ayton and things like that with height advantages. So now I know you guys are thinking like, well, hey, now they have Giannis. Giannis doesn't want to get in there and battle with these centers. That's what you guys got to understand. And then what do you put around him? Andrew Wiggins is under contract, but outside of Andrew Wiggins, what do you guys have? And even he's iffy. So I don't. Giannis left a good situation to go to an even worse situation. Now just imagine if Giannis said, "You know what? Hey, front office, I would want y'all to go get Anthony Davis. Bring me Anthony Davis, and I will stay." Could you just imagine a healthy Anthony Davis and a Giannis Antetokounmpo? That would be amazing. But back to Miami. Miami won't be doing anything for the next 3 years. So you just went from hell to purgatory, and you did it to yourself. So everything that's bad is going to happen to Giannis in Miami. He put it on himself. Welcome to the national media and welcome to the big time, son.
I
It's a
agree.
big place over here. I
Agreed.
land my plane there.
Absolutely agree. I was saying the same thing. On paper, oh yeah, Giannis with Bam, no, that sound good, bro. But I mean, I just think I don't see unless they do something crazy in free agency. I don't see this being some win for Giannis. I don't see winning a championship. I see Giannis after his contract is up, trying to come back to Milwaukee to retire.
The best
That's
thing
what
that
I
they
see.
can do, eight, is they can try to go get John Morant because John Morant can save that team. If they can't go get John Morant, Miami is done. They're not going to be that good, even in the Eastern Conference.
Hey, shout out to JP. What's happening with him, man?
What's going on? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Here you good. Here you good, fam. What's your thoughts on what
Appreciate
we're
you.
cooking on? What's your thoughts on what we're cooking on with the Giannis stuff or anything else you want to cook on?
As far as the Giannis and Heat trade, I feel like they still got a lot of work to do. I mean, as of right now, I think they got about what, 7, 8 players on their roster, so they're not a finished product.
Mm-hmm.
I think he is in a better situation in Miami than with the Bucks. I would have liked him to go to Boston if he was to stay in the East. But I don't see Giannis winning the ring in Miami, not this guards. I like Davion Mitchell as a defensive guard. I'm not sure what they're going to do with Norman Powell. He is a free agent. And if he's asking for too much money, that's a lot of shooting that they're going to lose. So, and Giannis needs shooters around him as well as Bam. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I know Eric Spoelstra is known for doing more with less, but they need a better roster around them as of today.
Okay, okay. So what you think about we haven't had a chance yet to talk about them New York Knicks, man. What you think about the New York Knicks, man? We're gonna start with the homie Insane. What you think about the New York Knicks run, historic playoff run they have right now?
Man, salute to New York, man. Salute to the New York Knicks. Them guys did what they had to do. They went in there and they showed young Americans that this game ain't just turning to the Europeans, that the Europeans just not gonna come over here and take their jobs. So them dudes that's still at the park, them dudes still in the gym, keep hooping because you just seen Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, OG Ananobi, Cat Williams, and all those guys who are besides OG. Everybody else is American born. So if you hooping in America, you still got a spot in the NBA because we seen where the NBA was headed to this Euro ball and things like that. We're getting back to the basics. Even when Lamello Ball just went with Minnesota Timberwolves, we're getting back to athletic black Americans hooping again like they're supposed to. But besides that, man, salute to the New York Knicks, man. They did that thing. They got some guys that played with each other. They got some guys. The chemistry was together. I feel sorry for Devin Chinzo. I feel sorry for him because he was one of the trade pieces
Yeah,
that had to leave.
and
But
DiVincenzo, we the ones who had him. The Bucks had him first, and we
yeah,
let him go because he had a foot
hey,
injury.
hey, DiVincenzo is a monster. Let me just tell y'all that right now. He's a monster. I like his game. I love his game. For those to start in the chat to say he trash, he's way better than you. He's way better than you will ever be. But
Yeah.
back on the Knicks. The Knicks, man, what they put together, bringing OG over from Toronto, just they whole little thing, man. Shout out to the front office. Shout out to whoever took a chance on Jalen Brunson. Shout out to Jalen Brunson for not being so selfish and going strictly for the bag because New York is a big market, and I know he made the money back on the back end. Man, shout out to them and what they got going on, man. But the East is I got New York again coming out maybe number 2, number 3 in the East, but they end up taking the whole East because if Jalen Brown ends up leaving, we'll take Jalen Brown in the Lakers. We'll take that trade, Boston. The Lakers are open
How
to
would y'all
get
do
Jalen
that?
Brown.
How would y'all do that?
How will we acquire Jalen Brown?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Draft picks, draft capital. We'll give up draft picks. Give up the 2 guys that we just drafted this season. We'll give you guys who we'll give you an Austin Reeves because his contract doesn't kick in till next year, so it wouldn't hurt. His contract won't kick in the next year, so you will have a definite superstar stand next to Jalen. I'm talking about to Jason Tatum. So that's how I would do it because
Okay, okay.
Austin Reeves ain't no slouch. So you'll get rid of Austin Reeves, you assign Rui back, and send both of them off for Jalen Brown, and you'll swamp them with first round and second round draft picks.
Okay, yes indeed, yes indeed. Let me go to the homie young Abel. What you got in the New York Knicks, man?
Let me just say this right now. I was wrong about the Knicks. Shout out to Ack Reacher because he's been putting me on blast about the Knicks over the past couple of weeks. Um, I was proven wrong based on their track record of how they perform in the playoffs. But I will say this: the Knicks management made the right call in firing. Yeah, you can laugh about it. I can accept it. I was wrong, but I will say this: the Knicks made the right call in getting rid of Tom Thibodeau in exchange for Mike Brown. And as you can see in the playoffs, their offense was much more efficient, and more importantly, it was well organized because Cat accepted a role of being a playmaker in the high post and letting Jalen Brunson work off ball. And as a result, we saw a new dimension of Jalen Brunson being able to work off ball, work off the screens, and being able to use those screens effectively to get better scoring opportunities. He didn't have to dominate the ball as much, and he was still getting 30 plus. So for Mike Brown, and here's the thing, Phil, too. He was also an assistant at Golden State. For him to basically pick up a lot of things from Golden State and apply it to the Knicks shows you how successful that system was in Golden State. And now you see the results of it now. When you got a point guard like Jalen Brunson who can basically bring the ball to the court, he can score, pass, distribute, and work off the ball. you got something special going. And then you have defensive guys like OG Anunoby who played outstanding in these playoffs. I mean, my goodness gracious, man.
He balled out. OG balled the fuck out, didn't he?
Oh, he balled out, bro. Like in a way that I've never seen him ball out before. But like I said, Mike Brown put them in perfect positions to where he can succeed, and that's a credit to him in the biggest way possible. You also have to give credit to Mikal Bridges still too. Although the contract felt questionable at the time, it was well worth the investment, and they got a lot on their investment. And also they made the ballsy trade and getting Karl Anthony Towns. He basically ended the stigma on him and showed him that he can basically be a different type of player and still be a dominant force if he had to be. And the bench strength, I like Josh Hart's defense too. He was absolutely phenomenal, especially on the defensive side of the ball. The way that he's brought out the intensity and the hustle at both ends of the floor was absolutely phenomenal. So I think the run that the New York Knicks had, it's not going to compare to maybe the 2016 Warriors or the 2001 Lakers, the way they had their dominant runs, or even the 83 76ers. But when you look at how they were able to dominate over their opponents, I think it goes up there.
Or the 2001 Bucks. I feel you.
Yeah, 01 Bucks. But when you look at the numbers of what the Knicks were able to achieve, it's going to go down as one of the great playoff runs in NBA history. After trailing 2-1 against the Atlanta Hawks, they turn up a switch. They turn up another level, and they pretty much dominated the entire Eastern Conference. So give them their credit, give them their props, and I give their just due. And more importantly, to Ackmeacher, yes, I'm going to buy a Jalen Brunson jersey because
Can I say one thing real fast?
I ordered me a Jalen Brunson jersey, and I got I ordered some Patrick Ewing shoes too, just to stun on niggas. Go ahead though.
Let me say one thing real fast. Hey, for those that love when we talk this basketball talk and things like that, man, please get it 8, man. Let him know that y'all like this thing.
Yes, sir. Let me know. Hit that like button, man. Let me know something so we can keep doing this. Because I don't got no problem doing it. I just want to make sure it's going to be something that y'all rock with. You know what I'm saying? So let me go to the homie real quick, though. The homie Marty in the building. What to do, Marty?
What's going on, 78? And can we say the defending champion New York Knickerbockers? I cannot, I can't believe it. I feel like I'm in a dream. I feel like I'm in a dream that the Knicks, it's like almost like I don't even know how to describe it.
Am I back, guys? Am I back?
Oh, you back? We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. Yeah, you there. Go ahead,
I feel like I'm in a dream. I feel like I'm in a dream that like the 2026 champion Knicks is almost like a joke from the 90s. Like it's amazing, but also the league has more parity than ever. And I also want to mention that the Knicks are the first team to win both the NBA Cup and the finals. So that will be forever in history.
The same year.
In the same year.
Okay.
So also I agree with everybody saying that Mike Brown was the good call. Jalen Brunson, all them guys, they've been winning since Villanova. They did so great. And not only that, to talk, because I know 7 days from Milwaukee, I believe what Giannis did by going to Miami, I believe that sort of way of building an NBA champion, that Riley way of getting the stars is over. I don't believe, like, the Knicks and the Thunder proved that the new way of the league is through development, drafting, and unselfish
I definitely agree with you, but y'all did steal Karl Anthony Towns. I stole Cat.
I mean, nobody wanted him, and not only that, we gave up a haul for him. Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo.
That was a great haul. That was a great haul because, man, Julius is not that good. I'm sorry.
But he gets those quick fouls too. He barely played in that final game. Cat was on the bench most of that game. Cat always gets those early quick fouls. But again, yeah, he's the number one pick. He's the first number one pick at center since we had Ewing. So I think that Cat made a difference. But in those final games, he was in foul trouble.
Hey, Marty, I gotta ask you this before we get too deep into the conversation. I gotta ask you this, and I'm asking for a certain reason because, we in Milwaukee, we won our first championship in 50 years in 2021, right? Yeah. Right, and it was like surreal to me. I felt like we was gonna win, but when the win actually happened, I was like numb. I didn't know how to reacting to the next day. The next day, I cried like a baby, dog. I was like, man, we did this shit because the reality hit me. Like, man, I was talking hellified shit, but at the moment, I was like shocked. I did a YouTube video. I think I was talking to my boy Two off TV, and I think I was kind of still in shock. Like, yeah, we won, but it didn't really hit me yet until I went outside and seen the city. I seen smiles on everybody's faces. Nigga, I don't think nobody got shot that day. I don't
Yeah,
think.
same here. Same here in New York. The crime rate was down the whole playoffs.
Yeah,
And yeah, no, I didn't. I cried immediately because I had relatives. I've lost a lot of young bucks out here in these streets, and I thought about them immediately. That love the Knicks. So I got sad and cried immediately.
yeah, for sure.
Uh, and it's just such a special moment. I'm grateful to be alive to see it because I never thought I'd see it. And really, I really not even winning it. That game four is the greatest. There are three great moments in New York sports for me, and that's the 1998 New York Yankees winning it all with or winning over 100 games. The eight when we hung the 18-1 on the undefeated Patriots, the 18-1 with Eli Manning, and now game four with OG Anunoby's tipping. When it happened, I was in Manhattan at the time at a watch party, and the floor was shaking. The
Right,
floor. Like it felt like an earthquake. Like things were moving in the place I was in. It
right.
was an earthquake. So it's just the greatest. I got to live to see the main champions win it all. And not only that, with the Knicks winning it all, every franchise should be confident. The Bucks with Tyler Hero, the Snowtime Lakers with Austin Reeves and Luca, the Snowtime Lakers,
He said it's snow time.
the Snowtime Lakers, and every other franchise. Like we have more parity than the league has ever had. The age of the dynasty is over. Any team can win it next year. Any team could. If the Knicks can win the championship, any team can win the championship. I
Right.
promise you. Like now, it's time
My
for the beast.
Wizards gonna be there.
AJ did not.
Oh,
I like that first pick. I like Trey Young. I like Anthony Davis when he's healthy.
Yeah.
hey, the
Nah,
Wizards
I'm
got
just playing.
the Wizards
Hopefully
got
a
the
six
Wizards got
seed
some
though.
pieces. The Wizards got
No,
some
for sure.
foundational
For
pieces, but
sure.
for sure they do. They got some pieces, but I don't know if they're gonna win it. But they definitely got some pieces. But let me go to the homie real quick. Coach 67 Sports TV, what it do, good brother?
Man, I'm favorite how y'all gentlemen doing.
Doing
on,
wonderful, fam. You
on
know I
this.
gotta get on you. I gotta get on you, man. What your Pelicans gonna do, bro?
Well, first of all, since you're talking about the Pelicans, you do understand that.
I think you're breaking up, brother.
Me,
You
bro?
there?
Can you hear
I,
me?
I hear you now. Hear you now. You say you do
No, I
understand
was.
what?
You do understand that the Pelicans have the Bucks pick next year for the Drew Holiday trade.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
So, I mean, truthfully speaking, the from what I'm understanding, the Pelicans really, I think they're looking at Jalen Brown as we speak. But I think what the Celtics want in return, they want a lot. They probably want the Pelicans young center, Messi. They probably either him or Derek Queen. They might want Jeremiah Fears. They probably want Trey Murphy or Herb Jones. So the Pelicans got like a lot of good pieces. I think the main issue is the fact that Zion is injury prone. He's extremely inconsistent, and the fact that you got a lot of pieces that would work well on other teams. And even if you just look at this playoff run for, the Knicks and for other teams, a lot of role players like Josh Hart for the Knicks. Of course, Brandon Ingram was hurt for the Raptors. CJ McCollum really was the driving force, in my opinion, for the Hawks. So a lot of these players that made playoff runs for their respective teams, a lot of those players came from the Pelicans. So at the end of the day, I think the Pelicans have good role players like Trey Murphy and Herb Jones and those type of guys. But I think they'll probably be better off if they were on some of the other teams, like maybe like a Miami Heat type team, maybe the Lakers or whoever, San Antonio, OKC. So I think unless Zion stays healthy and he's extremely consistent, I don't think the Pelicans gonna reach the highest ceiling with him being their primary superstar player, the focal point of the franchise. But they got a lot of good young pieces like Jeremiah Fields and Derek Queen and Messi and those type of guys. So I think they got a good foundation, but I think Joe Dumars has to do, a good job as a general manager in terms of pushing the right buttons and
Oh,
the right pieces.
whoa, wait a minute. Okay, I'm slow. Joe Dumars is running shit for y'all down there.
Yeah, Joe Dumars is the general
I didn't
manager
know
of the
that. I
Pelicans.
didn't even know
That's
that.
awesome.
Yeah. This year was his first year as the general manager.
I didn't even. Okay, it's the first year. Okay, that's why I ain't heard. Okay,
Yeah. Now, in terms of what Insane and Abel was talking, they were cooking well, but I think in terms of the Timberwolves, I think the issue with the Timberwolves is the fact that they gave up so much to get Rudy Gobert. They gave up a ridiculous amount to the Utah Jazz, and they gave up Cat to the Knicks. I think if anything of those two, you should have kept Cat, and you shouldn't have gave up so much to get Gobert, because it's not like the Niners where you would have a twin tower type situation. I think Gobert is more of a Niners type center. He really don't fit in this modern day. So playing all that drop coverage when teams run pick and roll, even with Lamello and you being a running gun type team offensively, defensively, I'll just put Gobert in every pick and roll, and he gonna do like Shaq and try to play this drop coverage and stay in the paint or whatever. And that's gonna be a problem when you playing against teams like the Oklahoma City Thunder and you playing against a team like the San Antonio Spurs. So I think at the end of the day, I think that's the real issue for. I mean, of course now you got Melo, you got Ant-Man, but I think Gobert is the real issue. He's gonna be the impediment. I mean, he's not more of a modern day type center, and he really not even a threat offensively, in my personal opinion. So I think that's going to be the thing that's going to really cause issues for the Timberwolves. And then in addition to that, OKC, in my personal opinion, I think they would have won the championship had Jalen Williams been healthy. If J Dub would have been healthy, I think that would have been good. But Chet Holmgren, he didn't show up at all, against the Spurs. And then, of course, the Spurs, they got Wemby. They got a lot of young cats. Castle and Dylan Harper and that type of thing. So the Spurs gonna be a team to beat for a while. And in terms of what everybody's saying in terms of the Knicks, I was happy the Knicks won the championship. Salute to Junior the Truth. He was a Knicks fan.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
Ohio. But at the end of the day, I think everybody right from the standpoint. There's a lot of parity in the East. I think a team like the Cavs. I think Donovan Mitchell is the piece, but you can't play Jared Allen and Evan Mobley together. The twin tower type situation. It don't work in 2026. I think that was the reason why, the Knicks having two wing players like Miles Bridges and OG Anunoby. I mean, really, if it would have been me, I would have been trying to let James Harden and Donovan Mitchell play all this ISO ball. I'd have been trying to give it to Mobley, who had the advantage over OG. But at the end of the day, like, it's a different league. It's not as physical and aggressive. It's more pace and space. So, it's just a different game. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure. I understand. How y'all feel about I'm gonna ask the panel this. How do y'all feel about the OKC Thunder? Because you brought them up. I still think OKC is a threat. They right in there. I just think that they made some crucial mistakes when it came to playing San Antonio. But who y'all got winning the championship next year, man?
I don't respect the OKC Thunder.
Oh,
Simple
damn.
facts is they're not a good basketball team without the referees and that brilliant whistle that they have. We seen without the whistle. We seen
See,
without the
that's Laker
we.
fan talking right there.
I
No,
got the
brother.
Thunder
Hold
winning
on, wait, wait,
next
wait.
year.
I'm a basketball fan, bro, and I'm just going by the numbers, Abel, and you should know that. Go back to those playoffs games against the San Antonio Spurs when the referees swallowed their whistle. We seen true percentage from Shea. We seen Hungren. We seen all them dudes. We seen all them dudes shooting percentage was trash. They're not. They're a team that prepares. They go when they go to practice. They practice fouls. How to get fouls called. That's what they do. That's not good basketball. They're not good shooters. I don't care if J Dub was healthy or not. Go back and watch those games. and then go back and look at when the referees didn't give them a million calls a game. I do not have no respect for the Oklahoma City Thunder nor anything that they built over there because it's bullshit culture and it makes the game of basketball look bad. That's exactly what it does. And then if you're asking me who was going to win the NBA championship next year, me being a Laker fan, I'm going to say the Lakers first, but me being outside of a chance of the Lakers is winning, I think that New York can repeat. And I think San Antonio is going to be right there again because they have the significant pieces to go back. But you got a good run. If you have a good run for Minnesota, we'll see what they do. We'll see what Denver can do. But it's really a toss up. It's really a toss up. But as far as the Oklahoma City Thunder goes, that's terrible basketball. Get that shit out of basketball because what you're doing is you're polluting the pool of new players coming up and they believing that this is the way to play basketball. There's no more Kobe Bryant's, Michael Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal's and people like that you can actually look up to when it comes to the game of basketball. So now when these kids get to the gym, they're looking at how to a free throw line. That's not good basketball. Any real basketball guy knows that's not good basketball and it hurts the game.
Can we acknowledge that? Shout out to James Harden for starting that bullshit in this era.
Shout out to
dis-
James Harden and
I'm
Paul
gonna
Pierce.
disagree. It started before James Harden, but I think that's.
And I'm talking about this era.
conversation.
Who started in this era then?
In this era, yeah,
Yeah.
if this area, if you're talking about this era, I would say James Harden, but I don't think James Harden was the first to
No,
start it.
for sure.
Right.
That's what
I
I'm
was
saying.
just about to. I was just about
But
to
no,
say Michael
but
Jordan.
listen, that's why it's important. I literally said, shout out to James
Right.
Harden for starting in this era. I literally said that.
100%,
Yeah,
100%.
Right.
But who y'all got before him though?
Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan,
Agree.
Kareem.
D
That
There
started
was a
Wade.
what?
lot of guys.
Hell no, hell no, hell no,
Yes.
He didn't hear
There were a
We
lot of guys back in the
I
day that
think
did the same thing. You're in the now,
they foul
78.
baited. They foul baited OG. The difference.
Okay, now I had to put y'all on mute because y'all talking crazy.
Bro,
Chat, bro.
y'all talking y'all
Listen,
basketball knowledge, bro.
it's
Saying
not
that is
finna
crazy.
be no disrespect from Kobe Bryant
chat, bro.
or MJ on this channel. You better keep that to yourself. Now, let y'all back in here.
Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan will run through your face. If you hit them
Bro,
on contact, they tell you to move the fuck out of the way.
Okay.
It's not an indictment on them,
Okay.
bro.
Then
The
why
best
is it?
scorers in the NBA
That
get
show
fouls.
that
The
shows
best
Thank you.
scorers
your
go to the line.
basketball knowledge. Kobe Bryant never baited a foul call. Kevin Durant and them
Oh,
started that. If you want to
So
be
stop.
honest,
what was
All I
his
gotta
pump
do is
fake?
ask
I'm done
Raja
talking
Bell.
basketball, bro. I'm cool, bro. I would not.
Was his pump fake not to draw a foul?
You said, excuse me.
Was the pump fake not to draw a foul, get the
The
defense out of
pump fake
But
was
position?
to
no, but that's not
the
no.
pump
That's a
fake was to
difference.
get a better shot off.
There's a
That's
no.
the pump fake.
Hold on. It's a difference from pump faking and drawing the guy in to make the foul versus
I
somebody.
can't hear nothing.
Y'all can't hear who they're talking. Can't hear nothing.
I
Whoever
think
can't
that's
hear nothing, it needs
Mark.
to
That
leave out.
is.
Come back
Can
in.
y'all hear me?
Leave out and come
I
back.
hear you now. I hear you now. Do you hear me?
He can't hear you. Hey, y'all did.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Oh, okay.
All right. I don't know what
Yeah,
happened. I
I
don't
can
hear
hear.
78. I don't hear anybody.
Okay. Leave out and come back in. Let me see. Because this
I think
thing,
he might have dropped off, guys.
StreamYard messing up. Can y'all hear me?
I hear
Yeah, I
you
can hear
clearly.
you.
I hear you
Okay.
clearly. For you
I'm-
guys to say that Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan are foul baiters is insane. It's insane.
It's
bro.
the truth, bro. How many
It
times
is the
has
truth,
Michael
bro.
Jordan made
It's
it
the
get to the
truth,
free
bro.
throw line?
They were consistently at the top of the league for free throws per game for a reason.
Thank you.
Bro.
It's
No,
a fact, bro.
because they run through
Because
your
they were the
face.
best players in the league, bro.
100%. That comes with it. The best
Yeah,
players
but
get
that comes
fouled,
with it,
but
though,
they
bro.
also
So hold
know
on
how
a
to get
second.
fouled.
Yeah.
They
It's
know
a
how to
you mean
draw
to tell-
contact.
You mean to tell me that Kobe Bryant is moving his hands around for you to do something and jump his body into you?
No. That's
That's
not what I'm
not true.
saying. That's not what I'm
That's
saying.
not true.
I'm not saying he's moving
Absolutely.
his hands
Hey,
around, but I'm saying
get
he's going
Abel up
into
out of here. Hey,
defenders.
he's trying to run you over. This is when Kobe Bryant say, "Get the fuck out of my way."
Listen, insane. I know you're a Kobe fan, but you gotta calm down with that,
Bro,
bro.
you said
And
the
Relax.
same
it's
thing about
not an
Michael
indictment
Jordan.
on them. It's not. That's a skill. Knowing how to get fouled.
It's a
That's a
skill, bro.
skill.
Like,
It's not an
That is
right.
not.
indictment on
Bro,
them.
listen.
Ask Kevin Arenas,
It's
bro.
not.
Jordan.
He will tell you the same thing.
Okay. Can I say something real quick? This is my
Absolutely. Go ahead. Your show.
Did Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan get some calls? They were phantom calls, of course. But
Of course.
that is
Thank you.
But listen, but that comes with you being the best player in the game. Now,
100%.
right. So now we talking about like the shit.
Exactly what Shea
One
does.
second, one second, one second, one second. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So
I
now,
Yeah,
hear
we can
you.
hear you loud and clear. Keep
all right,
cooking.
so good. So now that comes with the territory of being the best player in the game. When you're a superstar, you're gonna get some phantom calls, right? Now, when you're talking about the shit that Shay doing, Shay be getting calls where a nigga ain't even touch him. A nigga ain't
Yeah,
made no
that's
contact. Nigga ain't made no
right.
contact, and they calling the fucking technical on the nigga, like flagrant. Like what the fuck we talking about here?
Yeah, no, I'm not
Nasty,
saying
But
nasty
Kobe
work.
was I'm not saying Kobe was getting those calls. I'm just he was doing it in a different way. He was doing it to try to
right,
score. Shay is doing it to try
right.
and get fouled. It's a difference. But at the end of the day, they
I will
still
add
drawing
something to this.
fouls.
I want to add something to this argument that when I watch LeBron James and I watch Shaquille O'Neal, they are the most fouled players in NBA history.
A
They
hundred
they,
percent.
sw-
Agreed.
A hundred
they
percent.
swallow the whistle for
100%.
LeBron. I don't know what happened. I believe it started when he started his school, but for some reason LeBron gets no calls. And
Well,
the
it
jo-
started. It started when he went to the Lakers. I ain't gonna lie. When LeBron, now the Lakers get hellified calls. They get hellified
Oh
calls.
my God, here we
No, they
go.
do. The Lakers get hellified calls, but LeBron don't get the calls he used to get when he was younger. And
Right.
that's just some league dynamic stuff because he do be
so
getting
it was the
fouled. I see what
opposite
you're
with
talking.
Jordan. It was the opposite with
And
Jordan,
it's
where
supposed
the
to be
Jordan
because he the
rules.
greatest. Because he the
The
greatest.
Jordan. Hold
That's
on,
what
let me
it's
finish.
supposed
Let me
to
Well,
finish.
be.
Let me
okay,
finish.
but hold on a
The
second,
Jordan,
though.
the Jordan rules were created in
Yep.
against the New York Knicks in the 1992
They was fighting, bro.
in the
No.
playoffs.
The
That's
Detroit
when the
Pistons.
Jordan
The
rules were
Detroit Pistons.
created.
The Detroit Pistons started
No,
The
doing it.
D,
they
Oh,
didn't let the
okay. You
Knicks.
talking about okay? My bad. I thought you were talking about
No,
people
Jordan
who
got
left
beat up
Jordan.
all through the 80s. But
Yeah,
when
yeah.
it was 1992 and the Knicks were doing it, it was the creation of the Jordan rules. Everybody look up that series. When the Knicks played that game was the creation of the
Hey,
Jordan rules. And then he
that's when
got
I
every
became
call
a
after.
fan. That's when I was a fan of the Knicks. Now, I was always a Bucks fan, but John Starks, my dude, bro. I love John Starks, bro. Listen, this dude. Did you remember? I know you remember, Marty. You remember that crazy dunk he had on the Knicks in
Of
the playoffs?
course.
Man, insanity. And then John Starks looks short on TV, so I'm like, oh, okay, he like a regular dude. You
he's
see that nigga
tall.
in real life? That nigga tall as hell, man.
And
Yeah,
not
he
only
like
that,
6'3".
they didn't let John Starks do what Joe Dumars and the Pistons did in the 80s. They swallowed the whistle for Jordan. And but the thing is, like, we wouldn't have any of this without Michael Jordan. Like, there would be no basketball. Like, he deserved the calls a little bit,
Wait,
even as a
what?
Knicks fan.
What,
Even
Marty?
as a
Can
Knicks,
can I chime in just for a second?
go on, go on.
I just want to say one thing. So you have to thank George the Iceman Gervin and Dr. J before you bless Michael Jordan because that's who
Oh,
he
for sure.
emulated his game
But I'm
after.
talking about, like, I get it, like making the league, and even Bird and Magic made the league popular. I'm talking about making the individual into a brand. Michael
Michael
Jordan,
Jordan. Michael
Michael
Jordan.
Jordan did so much. He's so iconic that even as great as I think LeBron could win 10 more championships. He'll never be as iconic as Michael Jordan. He started the brand. He started he's the reason everybody gets paid as much. The reason we still have a league, of course, you got George Gervin, Dr. J, you have the Magic and Bird rivalry, you had the Pistons and Jordan's emergence in the mid 80s. But at the same time, the reason why we have so many great athletes in the NBA is because of the branding that Michael Jordan did. The signature sneaker, the commercials with the current director Spike Lee. No one will ever be that iconic. No one could ever be that iconic. Think about it. The finals broke the record because we have 8 million people here in New York, of course. We were all watching. But the last great finals was 1998. Basketball was the center of topic of conversation.
I
That was
disagree with that, Marty. I disagree. I think the last great finals was when the Bucks won, but that's just me. That's it. Hey, that's just me, though. You know, what I'm
no,
saying?
that was a good one
Hey,
because
listen.
that took us out of COVID. That one, I'll never
Marty,
forget the Bucks winning because it took us out of COVID.
For sure.
Marty,
Hey,
I
let me
do
read
like
this
to
super
agree
chat
with
real
you on
quick.
the calls. Go ahead.
Oh, my bad. Insane. Let me read this super chat real quick. J Money with the 10-piece. Appreciate the love. It says pump faking to get the defender off the ground like D Wade and Kobe is a skill, but SGA and OKC flopping and flailing around the ground when you can't get past the defender is crazy. I agree, man. I personally believe OKC be flopping too much, but go ahead, Insane homie.
I like to agree with Marty on one thing too. Shaquille O'Neal was fouled a lot, but then again, they swallowed the whistle on O'Neal's fouls too because he's just so big. He was just so big. You know what I'm saying? So that made a difference in
Same
his
thing with
foul
LeBron.
calls. You get what I'm
Same with
saying?
LeBron. Same with LeBron. I remember when KD fouled him in that Christmas game, and KD said he's just too big. I'm like, that's ridiculous. Like, I don't.
Hey,
I'm sorry. LeBron messed up when he started that school. When LeBron started that school, the referees swallowed the whistle. But I want to give
hey,
shout out to. I got to give a
Well,
shout out to Sensier and the Bucks. That finals, when the first one out of COVID, when they
well,
beat the Suns, that was so epic,
And we
man.
were still in COVID. We didn't even have no real celebration. People around the world was criticizing us for not practicing social distancing. We had 60,000 people in the Deer District, and people all over TV. Oh man, these guys is out here talking, and they all in each other's faces. They spreading the disease, like bro. And now years later, now everybody know that was cap. But whatever. Shout out to the
hey, can
Sensei.
I say this? Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I want to say shout out to the Sensei Stormy B man in the building. How you doing today, Sensei? You on mute? There you
Yo,
go.
what's good, man? What's good? Salute to
Sensei,
everybody
how
on
you
the
doing?
panel.
Salute to the
Listen,
Sensei.
man. When I heard the MJ disrespect, I've been listening the whole time, but I'm like, you know what? I gotta go. Yeah, let me get in there. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? Because
you know what, though, Stormy B, man? I knew you were going to come up because of that. I knew it.
you don't know nothing, man. Just shut up for a minute and let me finish talking. Anyway,
Hey, you know what, though, bro? I'm going to say this right now. If
you
Stormy B, man,
still
takes that,
talking.
Be
You
quiet.
still
Abel, be
talking,
quiet.
nigga. Shut up.
Abel, be quiet and
Put
let the
some
Sensei cook.
put some duct tape on your mouth.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, Abel.
You
Don't
know?
do that when you come out here with these girls, man. Don't be talking too much. Just take the pussy and be quiet. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Sensei.
Yeah. No, what I wanted to say, man, it's like because the new Jenners don't understand certain things about the old school players. The old school players had to work on their game to get better, to improve, and to get to a point where they could be successful. Because when you're in the NBA back then, everybody deserved to be there. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been drafted, first of all. But certain players would only get to a certain point because the distractions, the money, the material, the females, the drugs, and so forth. And 78 is old enough to know what I'm talking about here because it was a hindrance to many a player who could have been much better than they were. But it happened to be, this is what sidetracked guys. Now, Daryl Dawkins was the original Shaq. Okay? And I'll tell you something. When these guys played, they had to elevate their games. You know what I'm saying? And elevating your game, it simply meant that you had to get to a point, forgive me on that little bit of noise there. You had to get to a point where you, as you went about your career, if you were a rebounder, you had to find a way to get in there and get those boards. If you were a scorer or a defender, you had to work on your game in that regard. However, when you talk about Michael Jordan is one of the few, he's not the only one, but he's one of the few during that time that when he got in the league, every time he was met with the opposition of what he couldn't do, what he didn't do well, where he wasn't strong enough, things of that nature, he'd come back the next season more prepared and elevated beyond where he was prior to that. And there's not a lot of guys who could say that they did that with their careers. Kobe, who modeled his game after Jordan a great deal, was about the closest to that because he had the model that he looked to. even to the degree that he got good enough and confident enough within himself that he thought he was better than Jordan. And that's okay, because that's someone who's put in the work. If you ever heard Gilbert Arenas talk about meeting him in the gym, and some of the other players where they thought, you know, they would get up because they're going to play the Lakers and get up a little earlier to get to the gym, and they get to the gym and still find out that Kobe been there for a couple of hours already. You see? So it's like, what players of today are doing that? What players? Now, you got some good guys out there.
Anthony Edwards.
But I'm going to tell you something. It's not enough to make the difference. It's not enough to close the gap. And so therefore, you cannot give someone something that they haven't acquired, that they haven't earned, that they haven't fought for. Because a lot of the guys, at the end of the day, they're content with you putting their name in baskets where they don't go. They're content with that.
It's a major cook there, Stormy. As a major cook there. And also, I really like that you mentioned the drug-filled NBA that Michael Jordan came into. Man, I love Michael Jordan so much. But I got to also say, we got to say that for somebody of LeBron's caliber, if you're looking at the top 10 basketball players of all time, we know who their fathers are. We, to this day, do not know who LeBron James' father is. There has to be something that gives him credit for the way he grew up and what he became.
No, we ain't finna give him no extra
I
credit.
know
for
his
not having
father
no
He
is.
gets extra credit. He gets extra credit.
I know who his father is. I know his father
You
is.
you
His
mean
father
that
is
you mean
Delonte
that
West.
Delray Limbo ain't LeBron's dad?
You know what I mean? Yeah, he
I
had
thought
to
it was
deal with that
Delonte
his whole
West.
life. He had to deal with that in the league where they said a teammate was sleeping with his mother. He had to deal with a scrutiny that no one in sports history had to deal with in his rookie year. No one had more hype than LeBron James. With no father, with a single mother, no siblings to hold on to, having to live with coaches. We knew who Michael Jordan's father was. The Steph Curry and all these new guys, they're all silver spoon babies. LeBron James, we still don't know who his father is. He gets
Hold on,
extra
hold
credit
on,
for
hold on,
that.
hold on, hold on,
He
hold on,
gets
hold on,
extra
hold on,
credit
hold
for
on.
that. He gets extra credit for
Why
that.
do he get extra credit for his mama being a thought? No, hell no.
Because he was
I thought
malnourished. He
no,
was
If Braun,
malnourished.
if
no.
And
Braun
think
get
about it.
extra
Look
credit,
at being
Giannis does
malnourished
too.
at 6'9" and 250 and still being
Man,
malnourished.
look, LeBron is a beast, but I'm not finna give this man no extra credit just because his mama was irresponsible. I'm not finna do that. No, your mama
How
sent
could you
you.
not? What?
Listen,
Because of
listen. I'm
something
gonna tell
that
you
was
why.
out of
I'm gonna
his
tell you why.
control?
I'm gonna tell you why. His mama, shout out to Gloria. She sent him. She said, "Okay, my son gonna be tall like his daddy." She knew who the daddy was, but she wasn't finna say nothing. I'm finna send him.
Oh, come on, man. It ain't her fault. It's his fault. It's his fault,
I'm
not her
finna
fault.
send him
She
to
was there.
basketball camp. I'm gonna send. She paid for all his basketball camps and all that stuff. LeBron traveled all over the place. He had a lot of male mentors as coaches, a lot of manhood. It ain't like he grew up and he didn't have no men around him. He had a whole lot of grown men schooling him and teaching him the game of basketball and giving him advice. Now, to the point, this is how you know I'm telling the truth. LeBron, all his homies, Rich Paul tell you LeBron was their leader. He was a leader to them. So where he get the leadership training? It wasn't from his mama, obviously, and she messing with his teammates.
It wasn't from his daddy. It was from his mother.
It wasn't
It
from his
was from
daddy.
his
It
mother.
wasn't from
It
his
was
daddy. It
absolutely
wasn't
from
from
his
his
mother.
daddy, and it wasn't from his mama. It was from them men, those male mentors.
No, his mother made him into that
Yeah,
leader. His
bro, his
mother did it.
mama. Ain't no woman that sleep with a nigga named Lambo is gonna give him some no information. How the hell you? I ain't gonna disrespect his mama. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna say.
Listen, but Lambo probably got other kids, and we still don't even know who he is. You can't.
I know who Lambo is. What you talking about?
Listen. I understand, and I get, and I understand the theme of the channel, and I love Bill Haney, and I understand that fathers aren't there. Gloria James made
Bill
LeBron the
Haney.
leader he is.
What?
Gloria James did it. Gloria James
It's
did it.
nasty work. Nasty work.
Both of y'all tripping. That was nasty work right there. But no, his life experiences and the coaches and things that he's been through made him a man. A woman cannot teach a boy how to be a man.
That's
That's
what I'm
just
saying.
clearly impossible. So he was put in the proper position around the proper men in his life to lead him the way he was leading. Because I'm gonna say this again: a woman cannot raise a man. A woman cannot show
No,
a young
absolutely
boy
not.
how to be a
I know
man
plenty of
because she don't know
real
how.
men. I know plenty of real men that are raised by only
His
women.
mama understood the assignment, and she put him in the hands of men that could help him in basketball and athletics, and he ended up being one of the greatest ever. Smart move by his mama. Shout out to her for that.
And look at the top 10. We're in the top 10. I can tell you who everybody's father is. I can tell you who Cassius Clay's father is. I can tell you all these guys had male role models. You're talking about because the hood, because some good brothers.
Now I get it.
Where is this going?
You think you're right. Wait, because we going somewhere else. We talking about now. You going somewhere? You think LeBron is the greatest? Ain't that what you trying to say?
No, I think that he deserves the extra credit for how he grew up.
Well, where do you rank him? What do you rank him?
Because I think I grew up.
No. What do you rank him?
I have him number 2.
Okay, number 2.
You a goddamn fool.
We ain't got.
He ain't better than Kobe Bryant. You a damn fool. He is nowhere near better than Kobe Bryant. What are we talking about here?
Dude, I don't got Kobe. I'm not gonna debate Kobe because of what happened to Kobe. At the end of the day, though, he would be number 1. But Jordan, I believe that LeBron wouldn't even have thought to play. Athletes didn't play the great black athletes didn't play basketball the way they do now because of Michael Jordan. So I think that LeBron has the argument of harder competition, but I cannot ever go past how iconic Jordan was. Jordan is the reason LeBron, Paul George, KD, all these guys play basketball because of Michael Jordan. And I can't negate that.
Yes,
At the same
that's
time,
a fact.
I believe that LeBron deserves a lot, if not all the extra credit he deserves for how he grew up. That makes
Why do we
that
give
argument.
extra credit? Wait a minute. Why are we giving extra
Wait.
credit to somebody for
Let me
playing
chime in
basketball?
for a minute. Let me chime in for a minute. What in the world is this about giving extra credit? You see, because you either are earning merit or you're not. There's nothing extra to give. You understand? Now, if a man came up and he made a way for himself or whatever, and he came from a broken home, the broken home is not the story. The story is what the man was able to do with his life. You understand? Because young people do not choose their parents. They do not have a say-so in their upbringing. But they get to a point in life where they be able to make choices and decisions and take actions that can be self-sufficient. So you're not looking, this is not kindergarten.
Listen,
we're
I
talking
disagree.
about real
Listen,
life
I wanna
and
say- I
real
wanna- I
men
wanna debate what you're saying.
where extra credit doesn't merit
I want to say it like
anything.
this, and I got Jordan as number 1 because I love him and I'm iconic from the '90s. But I will say this: with Jordan's mama tucking him in every night, and he couldn't score 20. He couldn't score 20 points and five assists, 5 and 5 as an 18-year-old in the NBA.
What are we
Jordan was not better than LeBron at that age.
You're mad because he has a mother and a father?
Hold up.
What the fuck are we doing?
This is what
Tucking them in. She was tucking them in, reading bedtime stories.
Listen,
LeBron just went 25 and 5 at 18.
He was in college at 18. What are you talking about?
Listen.
He wasn't going 25 and 5 in the elite.
Listen. You really
Not Kobe either.
You really got LeBron at number 1, but you was afraid to stand on it.
No, I lived the 90s.
Yes, you
I
do,
lived the 90s.
Marty, you got LeBron at number 1, but you're afraid to stand on it. I can hear it in your voice. LeBron is from your era. So now you looking at it like you don't want to stand on it because you know y'all can't fuck with Jordan. So you trying to say like, oh man, Jordan had his mom and pop tucking him in. What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it.
That's what it's supposed to be. LeBron don't get no brownie points because his mama was a 304. He'll get no brownie points because of that.
He do for me.
Sleeping with his teammates and shit. Man, fuck that bitch, man. I'm just saying.
Shit.
I don't give a fuck. Fuck that. I said, fuck that bitch, man.
Hey, can I go next though?
That nigga ain't getting no extra points because his mama out here sucking and fucking on his teammates and she had to do it by herself. I got plenty of hoes that I fucked with growing up that did foul ass shit that was bad mothers. Do all of them get a pass? What we talking about?
Yo, this one.
Well, I do want to finish. Let the sensei finish. I'm my bad for cussing, but let the sensei.
I'll go after Sensei.
Yeah, go ahead, Sensei.
No, I was just saying that there's no extra credit for these things. You know, when you do something, we can accredit what you accomplish and achieve, but there's nothing extra. There's no extra unless you did something extra. You
You did
understand?
do
So
something extra.
it's like, listen, listen. You are from the Partisa Trophy era, okay? The participation trophy era. That's what you are. And see, that's what you everybody should get a medal. Everybody should get acknowledgement. You know, everybody should be valedictorian. No, they shouldn't. You understand? The reason why that there are merits and awards is so it can inspire others to elevate. By giving someone extra credit, you're giving them something that they may not have even put any work in for. And that's what's different. And to have a mindset like that, to be able to speak that out of your mouth, that means that you are one that will look for some type of praise or whatever, even if well, at least I showed up. Yeah, but you didn't do a damn thing while you were there. Huh?
Right.
Well, at least I was present, but you know, while we were discussing, you hadn't even taken down the assignment.
LeBron won a
Being
championship
present
for all three
means
organizations that he played for. He won a championship for all three organizations he
Robert
played for.
Horry did the same thing.
And
Robert
he
Horry did the
gets
same
praised for
thing.
that, bro.
As
A lot of
Robert
people
Hold
have
on.
Horry, you're
And
LeBron as
comparing
a
Robert
LeBron,
Horry to
mentor.
LeBron
Bro, Robert
James.
Horry's
yeah,
a role
yeah.
player, bro.
Robert Horry didn't
Robert
lose six
Horry is
times
a
in the
role
NBA
player, bro.
Finals. Robert Horry didn't lose
Bro,
six
Robert
I
times in the
Horry's
can't,
a
I
NBA
role
can't. All
player.
right, so
Finals.
Get
listen,
out of here.
listen,
Robert Horry
listen.
didn't lose six times in NBA Finals.
Let me explain something to you. LeBron had.
But
Go
first,
ahead, go ahead.
I'm gonna ask you one question, brother.
Yeah,
What because I know you said that you got LeBron at 2. So Jordan
right,
number 1, LeBron 2.
right,
What
right.
make in your mind, from a basketball perspective, we ain't talking
Right.
about mamas. I don't even know how we got here, bro. You know what I'm saying? We need
I.
got to go. This
It
is
was my
yeah.
fault. It's something I think
Yeah.
about LeBron.
Let's talk about from the basketball perspective.
Right.
What makes LeBron James better than Kobe, Bean Bryant? That's what I got to hear from you.
Kobe at 18 was struggling for minutes behind Eddie Jones. LeBron was 25
That's
and
called a
5.
coach's
Let
decision.
me finish. Can I finish? Can I finish?
I'm gonna go to you next.
Insane. Let him
Let me
talk, bro.
finish. Let me finish. So Kobe Bryant was struggling behind Eddie Jones to get minutes, and when LeBron was going 25 and 5, he wasn't a better high school basketball player. He wasn't a better. He had way more help. Not only that, he's not. And LeBron James is the all-time leading scorer. The all-time leading scorer. He is top 10 in assists and rebounds. He won a championship for all three organizations he's ever played for. Not only that, he's still playing at 40. The longevity argument is already long past. So I have the longevity argument. I have the points per game. He has 4 championships with 3 different organizations. He's a billionaire. He pushed his brand. He got his son. Jordan's son is doing other stuff. I'm not going to say it here because I want it to be
No, we
monetized.
talking
Can
about
you
Kobe.
keep
We
it
talking about
basketball,
Kobe.
bro?
Hey, I
Keep
thought
We're
you
it
were
talking
talking
about,
about
basketball.
I'm talking
on the
about,
court,
We talking
bro.
about Kobe
On the
versus
court.
LeBron. And
Kobe,
let's keep
Kobe.
it
So
basketball.
Kobe also is. He was the 6'6" Allen Iverson. He was a chuck. He was completely a chuck. He's one of the lowest in field goal percentage. I can't believe y'all got me down in one of my favorites too right now, but I have to do it because you're comparing him to LeBron King James. King James, bro. He's the all-time leading scorer. We have the longevity argument. We have the brand argument. We have helping the community argument. I guess Space
Keep
Jam
it
was a bad movie.
basketball. Keep it basketball. I know it's
On the
hard.
court,
Keep it basketball.
he's the all-time leading scorer. He doesn't have the field goal percentage. He's not the rebounder. He's not the passer. And he was a volume scorer, but he doesn't have more points than LeBron. LeBron is the all-time leading scorer of all time. He beat Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And in the 90s, everybody said that record was unbreakable. A kid with no father did it. With no father did it. That matters to me, and it matters to a lot of people because LeBron had to come up, to get his mom to buy
Do you
Jordans.
do
Bro,
you
bro,
need a
bro, bro,
hug,
bro.
bro?
You
Do
drifting
you need a
off of.
hug?
Look, bro. Look, for real.
Number one leading scorer of all time. In the 90s, did we not say that Kareem's record would never be
Look,
broken?
bro. I can't let you do this no more. I gotta let Insane talk because
Go ahead.
you
Let me
talking
go
about
next. I haven't spoken all day.
Oh, okay, my bad, Evan.
Bro,
Bro, you talking about stuff They ain't got nothing to do with basketball. You trying to get some emotional response. Fuck them niggas who ain't got no daddies, bro. I ain't got time for that bullshit, bro. Insane. What you talking about?
So my whole thing is this: outside of everything else he was talking about, Kobe Bryant's a way better player than LeBron James. And let's just go by. He says LeBron James is the all-time leading scorer. Yes, you do that when this is your 23rd season in the NBA. That's usually what happens when you play for a long time and take volume shots. Now, what we're gonna look at is your wins and losses. Kobe Bryant is 5-7 in the NBA Finals. LeBron went to the NBA Finals 10 times and lost 6 of them. That's not GOAT status. That's called loser status. That makes you a loser. So now he said that, Dale Harris kept Kobe Bryant on the bench. Dale Harris had a thing to where he didn't want to show rookie favoritism. So that's why Kobe Bryant stayed on the bench behind Eddie Jones. Kobe Bryant was the first guy off of a bench to make an All-Star game. Let's speak that. When LeBron James came in the league, he already had a franchise. He had the Cleveland Cavaliers. When Kobe Bryant got there, he had to fight behind NBA talent that was already there. This guy was fresh out of high school. You said that LeBron James is better than Kobe Bryant in high school. They both went straight to the league. They both went straight to the league. So, and there, I have a clip right now, which is on the track of LeBron James stating Kobe Bryant is a better basketball player than me. He's the best basketball player in the world. When they were in the world, when they was playing the world in basketball, LeBron James has losses there. He lost 3 to 4 times before a guy named Kobe Bean Bryant came and helped him win the NBA. Helped him win a world title. This is on the Olympic stage. Now let's go back to those NBA final. You speaking on where Kobe Bryant was drafted to. Yes, Shaquille O'Neal was a force, but Kobe Bryant cannot help that the Los Angeles Lakers put together a great team, and Kobe Bryant had aged there and became a great. You're trying to make a professional loser out to be something that he's not. I don't care how many points he has. He has longevity. He's been in the league for 23 years. This is what happens. And let's talk about late GM. Kobe Bryant took scraps to an NBA final and won twice with a half of a good player, which is Paul Gasol, and I love Paul. Paul is a great to me. You know what I'm saying? Lamar Odom. And you guys, you don't know DJ Banger. You don't know Sun Yang. You don't know all the names that I can possibly mention. Where's Jordan Farmar? Where's Sasha Vujacic? You don't know these guys. You get what I'm saying? He took bumps to the finals and beat an Orlando team and beat a Boston Celtics team. So when you talk the way you talking is really insane. When you can mimic yourself next to greatness, when you mention the likes of Michael Jordan, you look down 1 inch over and you say, well, damn, there go Kobe Bryant. There go Kobe Bryant right there with the same accolades. Outside of all the other crap you was talking about, I don't know nothing about none of that. His daddy, all that don't got nothing to do with basketball. But as a basketball player, I have LeBron James right now saying Kobe Bryant is the best in the world out of his mouth right
Yeah,
now.
I seen that too.
He
let me
said
go.
that out of his mouth.
Let me go to young
Can
Abel
I?
real quick. Go ahead, Abel. My bad. Go ahead.
No, you're good, bro. I'll let y'all have your time. I'm not going to go into the father stuff because it's irrelevant. I don't care about that. But the bottom line here is let's break this down very, very simply. Kobe Bryant was never the better player than LeBron James. I don't
Man,
care
get the
what
fuck
even
out of
LeBron.
here, Abel.
No, hold on. Let me talk. Let me talk. Listen. You gotta let me talk, bro.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm telling you.
My bad. Go ahead.
Thank you. Y'all need to get y'all emotions in check because I got it. Let me cook, bro.
And this
The
is why
thing
you're a
is,
virgin.
what? Hey, insane. Shut your Kobe Bryant fanboy ass up, bro. Ain't nobody want to hear that bullshit. All
This is
right?
why you
Now,
never touched a woman
bro,
before.
can you let me talk?
Come on. Let Abel cook. Go ahead, cook. Abel, go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you. Listen here, okay? Kobe Bryant was never going to get minutes as a rookie because the bottom line is, why would Dell Harris start a 17-year-old out of high school? That didn't make sense at the time. And even Jerry West didn't want to draft Kobe in the first place until he saw his workouts. When LeBron came into the NBA, he was already the best player in the nation. People were talking about this kid even in 2001. I can go all the way back. LeBron James, from the moment he got drafted into the NBA, he has backed it up. And you can say, oh, he lost all them finals. Well, here's the thing. Here's the bottom line here is, how many teams that LeBron James went to that he basically changed the entire franchise, the entire landscape of their franchises in a few seasons? He's won multiple championships for multiple organizations. When I look at Kobe Bryant's career, he's only won in one system with Phil Jackson. But outside of that, What does he accomplish any success with outside of Phil Jackson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Paul Gasol? Let's be real about something here. Kobe Bryant, yes, he had a phenomenal career. We're not dismissing that, but we have to be honest with ourselves. Listen, we're not attacking him personally. We're only looking at it from the statistical point of view and how his career was laid out. His resume is his resume.
No one said you were attacking him
Hold
personally.
on,
I'm saying no one said you were attacking him personally, but respect.
It's not a personal thing, bro. It's about the statistical point of view and his resume sets. Okay? LeBron is the all-time leading scorer. And when you basically say, oh, it's because he played 23 seasons, bro, it's about consistency. Kobe Bryant, unfortunately, got injured late in his career and was never, ever going to chase Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It was never going to happen. When I got a player like LeBron James who's been more consistent throughout his entire career, top 10 in scoring, top 10 in assists, top 10 in field goal percentage. Listen, bro, it's going to duplicate to being an all-time leading scorer. And I remember people for so many years talk about the fact that the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record was never going to be broken. And I've always believed that someone will break it eventually if you can play 20-plus seasons a year, just like Kareem did. And guess what? LeBron did that, and he's going to continue to do it as he continues to get older. So the bottom line here is LeBron has already surpassed Kobe. But the only problem with you is saying, and I'm going directly to you, bro.
Hey, just give me 30 seconds.
Let me finish, bro. Let me finish, man.
No. Insane, I'm coming to you next. Trust me.
Listen, bro. Listen, I get where you're coming from, bro. You respect Kobe Bryant. You're a fan of Kobe Bryant. I get that. You can have that. But at the same time, listen, bro. LeBron has already done things that Kobe Bryant would never ever be able to do. And it's okay. It's okay that Kobe Bryant is not better than LeBron James. It doesn't take away his legacy as a basketball player. We're just telling you that LeBron has done things way more than Kobe. And even if Kobe was alive today, he would tell you straight to your face, LeBron's a far better player than me. And he would have no problem with that.
No. Hey,
it's my turn.
I'm cutting you off. I'm not going to let you finish no more. Because now you're lying.
Okay. Now LeBron James is on the clip mentioning. You can look this up. LeBron James is saying out of his mouth, Kobe Bryant is the best player in the league, and he's better than him.
I remember that clip.
Period. Point blank. That's out there. For number two, what you seem to forget, LeBron James likes to be. LeBron James is le GM. That means LeBron James go pay with number one picks like Kyrie Irving. He brings over number one picks like Kevin Love, and he's built these teams.
Kobe did
just
the
like
same
they
thing.
built. Oh wait, no,
let him finish. Let him finish, Abel. Let him finish.
So when he went to Miami, he went with the top picks in his draft. What Lay GM does, even when he went to the Lakers, he went and got Anthony Davis and those guys. LeBron James knows how to bring superstar players together and then run the NBA. Now you said that Kobe Bryant went and did the same thing. That's not true because he got an injured Paul Gasol. In those Grizzly years, Paul Gasol stayed injured. When he had an injury prone Andrew Bynum as well. Lamar Odom wasn't Lamar Odom yet. Lamar Odom wasn't that. When Lamar Odom came from Miami, while Lamar Odom was at after Lamar Odom was winning titles, Lamar Odom still wasn't the first option. So now, when you said LeBron James has done more than Kobe Bryant, yes, a lot more losing in the NBA Finals.
Hey, hold on 1 second. Insane, I think I might have a clip.
Yes, please.
Let me play this clip. Let me share my screen. And Abel and Marty, don't be trying to interrupt with y'all haterism.
What? I didn't even say that. I've been quiet this whole time.
Bro, I'm just giving you the facts, but go ahead. Play the clip. Go ahead.
Let me see what we got here. Let's see what this one is. I think this might be it. One of them at least.
They're in Cleveland this past week. So let me ask both of you. Kobe, you start. Tell me how you see LeBron's game developing after just going up against him this week.
I mean, he's an incredible player. I think, his size and, his mesh with his quickness and his leaping ability, his passing ability, his shooting ability. I think he's a tremendous all-around player.
LeBron, how's Kobe doing these days?
Well, like I've been quoted in the past, and I will continue to be quoted, I think he's the best player in our league.
Yeah, right nigga, get out of here. Debate over with. We ain't got
What year was that video, bro? Hold on. No. I'm not going to let you get away with that. I'm not going to let you get away with that. I'm not going to let you get away with that, bro. What year was that video? What year was that video, bro?
That was 2009.
Abel, let me finish playing the clip. Let me restart it because it was so.
Go ahead. Finish the clip because I'm gonna burn y'all with this.
No,
Go
this is
ahead.
Cleveland
2009.
this past week. So let me ask both of you, Kobe. You start. Tell me how you see LeBron's game developing after just going up against him this week.
I mean, he's an incredible player. I think his size and his mesh with his quickness and his leaping ability, his passing ability, his shooting ability. I think he's a tremendous all-around player.
LeBron, how's Kobe doing these days?
Well, like I've been quoted in the past, and I will continue to be quoted, I think he's the best player in our league right now. What he's able to do offensively and defensively is, it's unbelievable. And I look up to a guy like Kobe Bryant just because of what he's able to do every night he goes out on the basketball court. So, once again, I'm quoted again saying that Kobe Bryant is the best player in our league.
Okay, bro,
now it was on me. It was on me. Hold on, wait. It was on me.
Insane finishes his.
I'll go after Insane,
and then I'm gonna go to you.
Now that clip was from 2009, right after LeBron James was swept in the NBA Finals by the San Antonio Spurs too. Now LeBron James went and played with players like Dwayne Wade in his prime, Chris Bosh in his prime, Ray Allen, Rashard Lewis. Should I keep naming everybody down the line? Because I can keep going because he's played with so many superstar players, even trying to bring Carmelo Anthony over there. Kobe Bryant would never do that. Kobe Bryant would never do that. And like LeBron say, but he didn't though. So who did he pick over there, Abel? You know what, bro?
He asked for the Chris Paul trade and got blocked.
Hold up.
He was going to get Chris Paul.
You cannot compare. Hold up. Do you know how dangerous Kobe was when the league blocked a Chris Paul trade?
But OG, this is nothing new. This is nothing new. Every great player needs a great team to win.
Tell me when.
No player in NBA history.
He had Paul
exactly.
Gasol,
Paul
bro,
Gasol
and
was
Andrew
an
Bynum.
all-star, a perennial all-star, a great player.
Thank you.
NBA player
Great player.
has one-man army a team and won a championship. It just hasn't happened.
Let me say this last thing, youngster. Because y'all don't know shit about no basketball. Paul Gasol.
And you're a Kobe fanboy, so go ahead.
No, I'm a Laker fan, sir. I'm a Lakers fan, a basketball fan first. I'm a hooper. That's what I do for life. I hoop. First of all, Paul Gasol, go back to his numbers. He wasn't better than Tim Duncan.
He was a 20 and 10 player.
Wait a minute, brother. Damn. Fuck it. Go ahead.
Let Insane cook. Let him cook, bro. Let Insane cook. Go ahead. Hey, go ahead and say. Go ahead. Finish what you got to say. Go ahead and say.
At the time of the trade, he was not better. What I'm gonna give you 5 names out here. Was Paul Gasol better than Dirk Nowitzki?
No.
Was Paul Gasol better than Tim Duncan? Was he better than Tim Duncan?
No.
Was he better than Kevin Garnett?
No.
Was he better than Rasheed Wallace?
And what year? We talking about with the Grizzlies?
When he moved over that Grizzlies year.
He was never better than Rasheed Wallace.
Paul Gasol was way better than Rasheed Wallace.
That's arguable, bro. I'm honestly leaning more Paul Gasol, yes. I say
he wasn't better than Zebo, Zach Randolph. He wasn't better than, and I can keep going with the power forwards down the league at that time.
Like who? So he wasn't top 10? You saying he wasn't a top 10 power forward at that time?
Okay, tell me who he was better than. I'll wait. Since you know basketball so much, I'll wait.
I think he was better. He was better than Zach Randolph and Rasheed Wallace.
I think he was top 10, but he wasn't better than Rasheed Wallace. Hell no.
Okay, cool.
Bro, Rasheed Wallace is no better than Paul Gasol. Get out of here.
Hold on, wait. So he wasn't better. He wasn't better than Tim Duncan, correct?
No.
He wasn't better than Dirk Nowitzki.
Tim Duncan was a standard. Yeah.
So I wanted to come because I'm back. I wanted to say 2 things. I wanted to give a pro Kobe Bryant argument because I believe he deserves it. I want to give a pro LeBron James argument. I'm going to start off with my pro Kobe argument. LeBron needed him to get past getting bronze in the Olympics. When Kobe came back to that Olympic team, LeBron needed him because we had went bronze after not going bronze since professionals were allowed to go into the game. So that's a pro Kobe argument, especially on the international game. And the pro LeBron argument is when Kobe Bryant was playing with Smush Parker and had a terrible team, they were regularly 8th, 7th in the West. Mind you, the West was really good then. LeBron's finals team that lost to the San Antonio Spurs is the worst finals team, by even worse than the Iverson Sixers by far. Sasha Pavlovich, Ira Newell, Zunas Ilgauskas, and
They beat the Detroit Pistons, who was in the Eastern Conference for 6
That
straight
is the worst
years.
finals team in the history of all the. I'm going to give you the starting lineup. It was Sasha Pavlovich,
Uh huh.
Ira Newble. Ira Newble, because they gave up, they had Carlos Boozer and they lost Carlos
Yeah,
Boozer
they lost Carlos.
by being dumb because they
Mm-hmm.
took it, they took a handshake agreement and then they lost him to Utah. Then people wonder why LeBron left. Zildrunas
Now
Ilgauskas.
listen, Marty, you hear what you saying? It sounds like a bunch of white boys that can shoot that thing, man. Sound like
What?
a bunch of white boys that can shoot that
Sasha
thing.
Pavlovich can
That's
shoot that
Ira
crazy.
ball.
Newble couldn't shoot.
And
Are
That's
you telling me
you
Sasha
crazy.
tell
Pavlovich
me,
couldn't?
you
Sasha
can.
Pavlovich couldn't shoot. He's a defender.
Oh
You're
wow,
crazy. Sasha
wow,
Pavlovich
Right,
got a
bro.
wow,
Thank
jumper. What?
you. Thank
wow.
you.
What are
Shout
they
out the
Oh
doing?
two
my
What are
Giannis
they
and
God.
doing?
Cleveland
Now,
Cavaliers
What are
were
they doing against
trash.
Tony Parker, Manu
insane,
Ginobili, Tim
insane.
Oh
Duncan?
my God.
What are they doing against these guys?
Bro, did you
This is
really
no
just
help.
say that? Brother, did you
This is
just really
no
say
help.
Sasha Pavlovich can shoot that Brock?
And what
Bro,
Who are you
what
else?
talking
was
about?
Sasha
bro?
Pavlovich is the
He
shooting
can't
guard.
create. He can't defend.
Brother, can he
Bro,
What
shoot
did
the
Sasha
he?
pill?
What
Pavlovich
did
is
he? Do,
trash.
what
Get
did
out
he
my
do?
face,
Can he
bro.
What
shoot
did
the
he do
pill?
that finals?
Can he shoot the pill? Yes or no? Just tell me. Can he shoot
It
the pill?
doesn't
I
matter,
He
think
bro.
could
they
What are
all.
shoot.
you
I
doing
think
over
no,
there?
no,
He could
really.
shoot.
They could all.
Please,
Shoot,
man.
but this was not the NBA. This is not post Steph Curry NBA. They
You
could all
just said he was
shoot.
trash,
No,
brother.
they could. He could. No,
You
he
said
was
he couldn't.
trash. He was trash.
You
He
said he
was
couldn't shoot.
trash.
Brother, if we go back 30 seconds, you said the man couldn't shoot the ball.
No, no, no. What I was saying is that I misheard what he said. That
Okay,
he had some
okay.
shooters around him, which I understand. But this
Okay,
was
cool. Okay,
not.
I
This was
accept that.
not the
I accept that.
post. But this was also not. The point I was making is that this is not the post Steph Curry league. This is the league when Duncan and the bigs were running it.
Do you know a
Even
guy named Ray Allen?
Ben Wallace and Rasheed
Do you
Wallace.
know a guy named Ray Allen? You know
I
a guy
love
named Ray
Ray
Allen?
Allen. Ray Allen's one of my
What was
favorite players ever.
What
He
Ray
got
Ray was
game.
known
Jesus
for?
Shuttlesworth.
What was Jesus Shuttlesworth known for?
Shooting
Shooting the
and
what?
defending. And he could defend. He could do
Shooting that
both.
three ball, right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. He's the greatest one. To me,
Well,
the
look,
greatest
no,
shooter.
Ray Allen is,
Who
and
was Reggie
I mean,
Miller?
it's an argument. I know people. Steph Curry had done. He's been played longer and all that. I get that. You know what I'm saying, but to me, Ray Allen is my favorite basketball player of all time, even more so than Jordan. And Ray Allen is to me he had the prettiest jump shot I've ever seen in my life. Pause.
Yeah, he
I
did.
never seen no jump shot like that
But over
consistent.
Gian, you got him over Giannis?
A
What's
jump shot.
wrong with
You
you?
talking about
Well,
jump shot?
I'm talking about as a player. You
Oh
said
yeah,
Jordan.
for sure. Ray Allen to me is the real 34. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
you
Yeah, Ray
just
Ray.
installed. Yo,
No,
somebody get
bro.
78
No,
out of the
man.
90s. This needs to be
No,
78,
hold up,
90.
hold up.
Wow.
You need to get out of the 90s,
Everybody who's
man.
been on my page know Ray Allen is my favorite player of all time.
Because you
Yeah,
love
but
the
I got so
90s.
many. I
but
got so
Giannis got
many.
you a title, bro.
No, I fuck with Giannis. I love Giannis. That's my guy. But I feel like the Bucks did Ray Allen dirty by trading him for old ass Gary Payton and then giving Giannis his number. Ray Allen
And
jersey
Desmond
should have been
Mason too.
retired. Ray Allen jersey should have been retired. To me,
Giannis deserves his number. I'm sorry.
no.
Yes,
Giannis
he
deserves
did.
his own
Yes,
number. Giannis deserves his own number with the Bucks
bro. He
because
Is
wore
that
the number.
Is
He
that
wore the
no,
same
78,
number. He wore the
78,
he
same
never.
number
78?
that Ray
Is
Allen
that
wore. He went
78? Just
small.
remember, yo, you just I love. Listen, I still got Jordan #1, but I have to say, it's out of pure nostalgia, man. I love the '90s too, my brother. I miss
It's
it.
all
Oh, we were
nostalgia.
so
Marty, can I
no
ask
era
how
was
old are
cool.
you, Marty?
Bro, and
No era was cooler. No
I
era
like
was
the
cooler.
2000s, bro. I used to go to LeBron. Me and my homies used to go to LeBron games. We would drive out there to go to his high school games. When it was, you couldn't even get in that motherfucker. We had tickets and couldn't get in. Like
Jordan
that's
didn't Jordan didn't make his high school team at one point. You know that, the guys,
yes,
right?
I do, and that's how cold he is. The
Yeah,
fact
I
that this
agree.
man, the fact that he wasn't. Listen, everything Michael Jordan was, LeBron James is because Michael Jordan was.
Oh, I agree there.
No.
Listen,
Hey,
Hey,
that's a
can I
lie
say something, OG?
because LeBron James can never be what Michael Jordan is, and that's a national champion.
go ahead. Hey, go ahead, brother. What you got to say, brother?
Man,
No,
that's it.
I'm just about to sign out, bro. I appreciate you for having me up here.
Oh,
Appreciate everybody on
thank
the
you, fam.
panel.
Hey, man. Thanks for
Definitely.
pulling up, bro.
Nah, for
Thank
sure.
you.
Definitely want to continue this. I'm 24
Hey,
years
man.
old, and
Yeah, I'm with it.
I'm 24
Salute.
years old. I got Michael Jordan #1, by the way.
Hey, hey, hey,
LeBron
hey,
number
hey,
two.
hey, hey, young brother.
Kobe's in my top 5 as well.
Hey,
So
young
Salute.
brother. It's like this. Hey, if y'all all reach out to 8, bruh, we can keep doing this thing right here, this
Oh yeah,
basketball thing. Y'all
Man,
gotta
we can
let
do
me
for
know,
this,
bro.
sure.
This what
man.
we
Yeah.
want to do, bro.
We can do this a couple times, three times a week or something, man.
Let's
Y'all just
do it, bro,
Okay.
guys. Let's do it.
Bro,
Boxing
this is
I
way
love
better.
boxing, but it's a very toxic sport. Also,
Right, bro. This
like
is
I
way
love when
better,
we talk
bro.
to basketball. I like what I forgot who was saying it earlier. My apologies, but somebody was saying that they were happy the Knicks won because like of the Euro takeover. I
Oh
think
yeah,
that we
that was
got to
me that
start
said
talking
that. I
basketball
said
again. We
that.
got to start talking baseball again. We got to start talking football
man, look here,
again
man.
and
Look
get
here.
the young boys
Yeah,
in there
football's
because
next,
there
bro.
is a global takeover of our American sports, and we need to defend against it. So we got to
For
do this
sure.
basketball thing just like we do the boxing thing, just like we do the MMA thing. Because if we talk about it more, the kids from the hood where I live, they gonna want to fight. They gonna want to play basketball. They ain't gonna want to do the things that they're doing now without getting too graphic. But you
For
know what I
sure.
mean? We got to continue to advocate and to have this barbershop talk. Is fun. 78 hit me up yesterday talking about, yo, man, I know everybody got heated yesterday. Da, da. I was like, nah, I don't matter. I love it. I love it all. Don't need to apologize at all. I love it.
Right.
I'm gonna be at the fight tonight, y'all.
Oh, you gonna be
Yeah.
there? Hey, me too, bro.
Well, wait,
Yeah.
I'm
Marty,
in
make sure
Brooklyn
you
right
pull up.
now.
Nah,
Marty,
All
make
man.
sure
right,
you
man. Pull up on me, man. I'll be right outside. I'm gonna
Marty,
be Eli Manning jersey.
make
I
sure you
dress like
Okay,
pull
it's
up.
bet, bet,
2001.
bet.
I dress
I'm gonna
like it's
look for you.
2001.
Hey,
I'm
Marty,
gonna look
make sure
for
you
you.
pull up.
Pull up on me.
Pull up at the. I don't know if you probably be in the arena, but when I go live, I'm gonna go live tomorrow too. So make sure you pull up tomorrow on the Sunday show. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Eat your crow. Eat your crow when Xander get beat up though.
Yeah,
I love it,
I
man.
got boots. I got boots tonight. I'm in Brooklyn too, so I'm going for the fight. I'm pretty excited, but I'm gonna
Oh, the
check
homie
out OG.
Mike show.
I appreciate you. I'm
Hey, so
Hey
uh
man, I'm gonna go ahead and close it out too myself. This actually was actually much more fun, and actually, to be honest with you, man, we need to do more basketball and football conversation, bro. We could have more of
man,
a
we got something
2 hour
going.
show on football, bro. Like people, listen, I want to talk about the greatest running backs in NFL history, bro. I guarantee you, we'd be arguing for hours about this.
Okay, for sure. We talking about my boy Dorsey Levin for the Packers. Okay, we could
Uh,
definitely do that.
and my homie Adrian Peterson from Minnesota, who basically is the fifth all
Adrian
time leading
Peterson.
rusher.
Adrian Peterson was a motherfucking monster, but you know what I'm saying. And
Mhm.
I personally don't think nobody messes with Barry Sanders, but that's just my
Barry
opinion.
Sanders, Emmitt Smith,
Bo
you know what I mean?
Jackson.
Walter
Oh, Bo,
Payton,
I forgot about Bo. Hey,
Bo
Bo was
Jackson.
that
Bo
dude.
Jackson.
What?
Bo was
Bo
that
Jackson,
dude.
if he didn't get hurt, he was on track, bro. He was one of those guys that he put the fear in everybody. Marcus Allen back in the day,
Yeah,
bro.
Marcus Allen for the
Woo.
Raiders. All that. Yeah.
hmm
Yeah,
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 hey,
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
listen, hey, 7-8. Put this on the record. The next show, we gotta do a running back show. And I guarantee you, everybody's gonna be pulling up all day opinions. I promise you.
Well, we'll get it worked out, bro. We're gonna hook it up for when we do our first NFL show. We'll figure out what the topic gonna be, and we're gonna cook, man. Cause you know what I'm saying. 'Cause I know y'all don't want to talk about quarterbacks. Cause Brett Favre is the best
We
quarterback of
we,
all
we can
time.
talk.
Man,
Hey, hey,
get Brett
hey, I
Favre
feel like
off the list, bro.
I feel like when we do basketball and football, I think we got a whole buffet to choose from. I think it's better than boxing. And you know the boxing shit gets
Yes.
heated and things like that, bro.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
that boxing shit getting old. I think we should, man. I really believe, bro, we should do this basketball
yeah.
and
But let me
NFL
know.
thing, man.
Hey,
I'm
man.
with
Hey,
it.
look. But we're gonna start. We're gonna find some time to knock these mugs out, man, for sure. We definitely gonna knock them out. Uh, and I think I can definitely do it on the weekend for sure. But I'm gonna try to find some time during the week to knock out some basketball shows or football shows for sure. We're gonna work all this. We're gonna work this out behind the scenes, and we're gonna figure it out because I got a lot of stuff going on. But time to put in work. My baby didn't
I
graduate.
Yep.
I got time now. We finna get it. We finna get with it.
I can see
All
7 8
right.
arena. I can see 7 8 arena
Hey, you know
coming.
what I'm saying? You know
It's
what I'm saying?
coming.
We're gonna have to do
Right.
something crazy.
And also, I want to debate Joseph Townsend and test his knowledge about football because I know he's a football dude.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Well,
Hey,
when
but
we
hey, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. But this has been fun, though, man. Let's do it again.
we got you, brother. Hey, shout out to the homies, man, for coming through, blessing us with their expertise and their opinions, man. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to my good brother Insane, the homie Abel, the homie Marty, everybody that came through, man. Stormy B Man, the sensei that came through and pulled up on us, man. Everybody came through, so we're gonna definitely be cooking up on some NBA talk, and we can definitely cook up on some NFL talk as that season starts. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be going live on cam. I'm gonna have my background, have my Packer jerseys on. You know what I'm talking about? We finna be acting fool out here in these streets, man. So shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for joining me on this Saturday morning. Let's see what happens tonight with Jerron Boots Ennis versus Andrew Zayas. Holler at y'all in a minute. We up out of here though. Deuces. Well, yeah, we up out of here. Deuces.